Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome here to Monday Night Raw. I'm your host, Conman167. It has been since last Wednesday, since we streamed, since we were able to interact with each other, and I have not been able to speak at all. I haven't been able to talk to you guys. I haven't been able to show my sadness, show how upsetting this has been. Ladies and gentlemen, the last week has been unbelievably upsetting, and I don't really know how I am going to be able to articulate my words here. I don't know how I'm able to convey how I'm feeling. I don't know anything. I can't even really see myself in your shoes. But I want you to know that I stand with each and every one of you. Black lives matter. They do. And all lives don't matter until Black lives matter. It has been one of those things that I am disgusted at. I'm disgusted that I've been seeing it. And I stand with you. Each and every one of you. Black lives matter, and I'm so disgusted at all of the things that have been going on, and to the fact that it has gotten to this point. It has been since last Wednesday since I was able to speak to you guys, and I just honestly, I'm literally at a loss for words. Today, you know what? I just saw Donald Trump's speech about a half hour before the stream. I'm disgusted and I am afraid for the people of America. I am disgusted and I'm afraid for people of this world. I am disgusted and I'm afraid for every Black individual out there. Again, I stand with you. Black lives matter. Okay, everybody, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to Monday Night Raw. I'm Conman167, and it is absolutely, once again, it is unbelievable what is going on in this world, that history is repeating itself in front of our very eyes. R.I.P. to George Floyd. I totally didn't even mention his name, and I had his photo up there on the side. Yeah, his name will not, all of this will not be in vain. And I hope, once again, there's justice for George Floyd. And again, Black lives matter. I don't know how I'm really going to be able to get out of this headspace, because you know what? We should all feel. We should all feel. You know, we should all just feel. We feel what is going on, and that pure disgusted, deep down pit in your stomach, it just makes you want to be sick. And you say Trump has nothing to do with it, yet he didn't say Black Lives Matter absolutely once in his speech there. You know what? You can say that, but honestly, at this point, it is not a Trump thing. I don't even know how to put it. I'm Canadian, and I'm looking across this border, and I'm seeing what is going on inside of America, and I'm seeing it creep up into Canada. There's protests. There was riots in Montreal last night. In Canada. Folks, I'm not the best person to be talking about this because I'm not fully educated on it. I am white. I have never been in their shoes. I have never been where you stand, and I want to be able to see it from your guys' perspective. And I hate that I'm even saying your guys, and I don't know how else to word it. I stand with you. I stand with each and every one of you, and I am. Oh God, guys, I'm so scared for the people of America. I'm so scared. Okay, everybody, we're gonna try to talk about wrestling here tonight, and we're gonna try to take your mind off of the stuff that is going on, but I can't promise that I'm going to be able to do that because, again, I'm. you know, I'm really, I'm at a loss. I can't, why? You know, me and Becca today, folks, we were talking, and it was just why? Why is this happening? How did it get to this? Why? And to hear that now, the police officers, the military, could be mobilized into your communities, to your American communities, your suburban communities. I'm so scared for the people of America, and I really, really want it to be known that this channel stands with Black lives. Black Lives Matter once again, and I've got this sick feeling to my stomach as I've been seeing this unfold on the news over the last few days. I don't even know. Again, I'm not good at articulating my words when it comes to moments like these. I'm not the most educated on these scenarios, and I feel like sometimes, you know, this channel has to be put into a position because I've got a voice towards 200 some odd people here watching live, and I want it to be absolutely clear that, again, Black Lives Matter. It's just I'm not the best person to be articulating it, but again, you gotta reiterate that fact that, again, this channel stands with Black individuals, stands with Black families, Black communities, and this channel, once again, is for everybody. As long as you're respectful to each other, as long as you are caring for each other, because us as human beings, that is what we need to be. We need to be caring towards each other. But everybody here, I'm gonna try to once again. Once again, guys, all life doesn't matter until Black Lives Matter. And if you're gonna be typing All Lives Matter, please be typing Black Lives Matter, because do not try to cloud what this movement is by including yourself. If you are a white individual, you do not get the right to say All Lives Matter until Black Lives Matter. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. My mind's out there, and as I'm sure most of us are right here. This is a wrestling show. This is absolutely a show that we are going to be talking about wrestling today. But I'm leaving that up there for the entire stream. That is a message that needs to be put out there. And again, I am not going to pretend that I have ever walked even a second in your shoes. I cannot even begin to fathom what your friends and family, what your community goes through. But I want you to know I'm standing here with you. I absolutely am. And this community here, the people who care about each other, stand with you. This cannot go on. This cannot keep happening. All right, everybody, here we go. Again, I am going to try to take our minds off it, but it will be brought up throughout the stream, okay? It absolutely will be. It will be. We're in the middle of a revolution right now, and it's just such a, again, I'm not good at articulating my words during times like these. I'm not, and I wish I was. I wish I had better words for each and every one of you. I wish I was able to convey how I'm feeling and put it out there. And I can't even imagine how I'm feeling. It's got to be 1,000 times worse if you're a Black individual, if you come from a Black community. It has to be. It has to just be. I can't even begin to imagine, if I feel this disgusted, how every single Black member of a community has felt through the years. Raul Kapar, yes, dude, thank you for that important message right there as well. This is Seth Rollins, though, everybody. Again, I'm going to do my best to put on a entertaining, uplifting, positive show for you guys, but I cannot guarantee that I'm in the right mind space for this. I'm really shook over everything that is going on. I'm scared for the people of America. I'm scared that this ideology is going to spread past America. And I just hope it doesn't. And here's the thing. Oh my God, me being Canadian, folks. I was so torn back when I saw the riots in Montreal, and that the exact same tactics from the American police force were being used against Canadian citizens. And again, like, you know, it doesn't, they're humans. It doesn't matter where it is in the world. But it was in a place that I was on those streets 4 months ago. I was on those streets with Becca 4 months ago. The exact same streets. I saw a store we walked by. I'm so distraught over this. But anyways, folks, here's Seth Rollins.
Tonight is a huge night on Raw. There are a lot of things going on. Here in a few moments, I will have a match with Aleister Black. Now, Alistair seems to be a bit, shall we say, confused about things in regards to Rey Mysterio. And he has left me no choice but to enlighten him myself. Now, as for Rey Mysterio, Rey will be on this program later tonight to speak to all of you. And I know it's
absolutely,
going to be very
Cody Begg. Absolutely.
Rey,
absolutely. Start with justice first, and then work on eradicating all police brutality. Start with the proper justice first. Absolutely.
And that's understandable, so I have taken it upon myself to handle that formality for Rey Mysterio myself. Now look, if you know Rey Mysterio as well as I know Rey Mysterio, he's too humble. He's too modest to come out to this ring and to call himself a legend. So it is my duty as a leader to come out here and appreciate Rey Mysterio, appreciate the fact that Rey was chosen as a sacrifice for the greater good of Monday Night Raw. Now look, let's stop for a moment. Let's let that sink in. This is a moment that will live in time forever. Rey Mysterio was chosen as a sacrifice for the greater good of Monday Night Raw. If that is not legendary, then I don't know what is. Now, it's true that Rey Mysterio is without a doubt the greatest luchador who has ever lived.
End goal. End goal. No, Cody, it needs to be their first action to get this damn thing back on course.
Rey is a kind and generous man.
Justice first, get him out.
In my darkest hour, Rey presented himself to me. He allowed himself to be sacrificed for the greater good so that I could be the man who stands before you today, prepared to lead Monday Night Raw into the future. And it is my duty to appreciate Rey Mysterio properly. And so to honor the end of Rey Mysterio's career, I have prepared a video package. So let's all take a moment to admire and enjoy the greatness that is Rey Mysterio.
All right. So Seth Rollins has put together a video package of Rey Mysterio's career. All right. I'm not my normal upbeat self. I'm just not. I am absolutely not. This is... I'm sorry, everybody. Thank you, Rule, for that 30 dono right there. And again, the message is even more important right there. I can't believe we're playing Black. I can't believe we're playing Miz and Morrison over this, but yes, Miz and Morrison. TNT 56 Ace dropping 3 in here. He says more love and less hate. TNT 56 Ace, dude. Again, you are correct. More love, less hate for each other.
Hashtag Black Lives Matter.
But thank you, TNT56 Ace, for that donation right there. And then right after that, we had ourselves Leanne Phillips. How you doing, Leanne?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here
Comes the money.
And then Leanne says, "Hi, Con. I am sorry. It's been a while. I have been working. No worries, Leanne. I hope you're doing well there, girl. Hopefully you're doing well." Yeah, back to Seth Rollins, everybody.
What an amazing career for Rey Mysterio. Now look, Rey is undoubtedly a first ballot Hall of Famer. And Rey, I want you to know that when your time comes, it would be
I feel
my
wrong watching
honor
wrestling.
to personally induct you into the
feel wrong.
WWE Hall of Fame.
I feel wrong seeing that there's 12 dislikes on this video after that that little speech that I had earlier there. Here comes Alistair Black. Alistair Black going right after Seth Rollins. And uh-oh, we got ourselves a brawl right there. Kick to the chest, and it looks like that's going to set up the match between Black and Rollins.
Edge. Orton. I think this story writes itself, don't you?
Oh, everybody.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as you start to see the dislikes pile up there as well, you know, it's tough to see that there's probably some people here in this chat who don't stand with Black Lives Matter. You know, you can leave. I would actually prefer you leave if that's the way that you feel, you know. No, everybody, I'm not gonna take the day off. I'm not. You know why? Because we can talk things out. We can have a conversation, you know. This doesn't have to be a comfortable time. It shouldn't be a comfortable time. Right now is a very, very uncomfortable time for most of us. And watching all this go down, you know, because, like, here's the thing. At the end of the day, I'm white, and I feel so bad about everything that is going on. The fact that you know, well, it might have always been in my mind, that it wasn't at the front of my mind. Why wasn't I feeling this way beforehand? Why did it take seeing that video to make me feel this way? Why did I not ever speak up in ways that I thought I should before? You know, like, I'm really taken back by how I personally feel during this time, and I can't again imagine how people in black communities, how they feel seeing their friends, their family, their loved ones be taken away one at a time in front of their very eyes.
This is our chair, and right now, so is this one, and this one, and even
No,
this
it's
one. Because while our green chair
no,
has
but
always been here to
I don't
support
even know, guys.
different needs, now more than
How
ever,
many times have you watched the show here, and have I ever been really at a loss for words?
and the TV app that both use two-step verification, you can manage your money safely and securely anytime from any chair. After loading up at the deadline, it's the old and the new.
Oh, everybody, I want to I want to be able to transition into talking about wrestling, but guys, where do I even start? Where do I even start? Talk about how Seth Rollins just got attacked by Aleister Black? Sure. I want everybody to know once again that this community is absolutely for everybody. It is a community that if you are respectful to one another, then you are welcome here. if you're nice to one another, then you are welcome here. But if you're going to be a closed-minded, arrogant asshole who wants to create division for no goddamn reason, then you're not welcome here, if that is where you side.
Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. You'll get to see all of that, plus so much more, when Backlash comes your way on Sunday, June 14th on the WWE Network. Head on over to
Again, though, everybody,
WWE.com/Canada to find
I
out
stand
how you can see all of this
with
unbelievable action.
stand with you.
And you could support your
I stand with Black Lives Matter, and I hope every single one of you here in the chat does as well.
I'm Scott Stanford, and this has been your WWE News Slam.
This program is aggressive in nature. It may contain themes that
We're gonna transition to wrestling. I think we can talk about a match, because we are going to get a match here between Aleister Black and Seth Rollins. So let me try to turn my attention. Let me try to get back to what it is I do here, folks. Let me try to get in this correct mindset to scream about wrestling. But I guess let's start here, everybody. If you want to head on over to twitter.com/Conman167 and let me know who you guys think is going to win this match. So who will win? Hashtag WWE RAW. Will it either be Aleister Black or will it be Seth Rollins? Pickle, all lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. Please take that crap out of here, and please understand why the Black Lives Matter movement is going on right now. Do not cloud it in with all lives matter, because honestly, my friend, that's not the right way to go about it. That's not the right way to go about it. Until Black Lives Matter, all lives don't matter. Get it? Get it? I hope you do.
This is a big matchup tonight, gentlemen.
Now Seth Rollins taking his time on the outside. Murphy and
So Rollins now on the outside of the ring. He's going to look to try to get back inside of this ring here. Slides in there.
everything that Rollins was spewing like puppets. Right now dragging Aleister Black to the outside.
Aleister Black goes for a right hand, and then he gets kicking. Kicks Seth Rollins right in the chest. You know what, guys? 19 dislikes in here. That shows you quite a bit about the individuals that they are disliking this video based off of me saying that or by featuring that hashtag right there on the screen. Says a lot about some individuals. I would rather them unsubscribe. I would rather lose 20,000 subscribers here tonight, because then that would be 20,000 racist assholes out of here. Black Lives Matter. All lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. All right. Oh, thank you, Matthew Grantland, for upgrading to Legends Row, buddy. Great to see you back in here on the Legends Row.
Has been for the greater good of Raw. How can taking away the vision, the right eye of Rey Mysterio possibly be for the greater good of Monday Night Raw?
Let me make it very simple. These are the rantings of a megalomaniac. These are the rantings of a man.
Yeah, welcome to Legends Row, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Paul Carpenter, how you doing? He says, let's go, WWE fans. Missed you on Wednesday. Riddle rules. I guess, yeah, that's kind of a thing that we can briefly talk about. Matt Riddle has been called up to SmackDown. Kind of neat. And there is some rumors right here that we are going to be seeing Dominik Dijakovic. That Dominik Dijakovic is going to be called up to Monday Night Raw. You're trying to spin it into saying that your life doesn't matter. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying right now that Black Lives Matter, and guess what? All lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. That is the truth. And that's not going to be a thing that I budge on. Because that is the truth, you know. It's not equal. There's not equality in America. There's not equality in this world right now. There's not. Unsubscribe if you have a problem with what it is I am saying. But just know that you have to do a lot of self-reflection if you are one of those people who are upset by the words I am saying. A lot of self-reflection.
How is Aleister Black disrespecting Mysterio? It's delusion to the upteenth degree. For Seth Rollins, disrespect? Seth Rollins is the one who disrespected Rey Mysterio.
Aleister Black with the right hand there to the face of Seth Rollins, and Rollins right there sends him outside of the ring, and Aleister Black now follows it up. Suicide dive from Seth Rollins, and Black takes a tumble. Some people asking about my birthday. Yeah, this is my birthday week as well. It's a very weird freaking week, to say the least. But yeah, on Thursday I do turn 25. You know, I guess we can kind of talk briefly about why some stuff has been going on. I wasn't live on Friday, obviously, and I did not get the Conman Universe up in time. So you know what? Let's talk a little bit about stuff on the channel here, because I guess I do have to inform some of you what's going on. Yeah, so on Thursday, yes, on Thursday, everybody, I believe I told you this actually on Wednesday. We were going in, we had an appointment to go meet with a car salesman. First time ever, actually, going to meet a car salesman. Turning 25, figures, you know what, it's about that time to own a brand new car, because I've never owned a new car. I've only ever owned one used one, and I made that thing last from the what was it, from 2013 all the way until last August in 2019. Made it last all that way. So anyways, we ended up going in to the car dealership. Oh, what is this? Humberto Carrillo? What the hell? Humberto Carrillo? Hang on. Is Humberto protecting Alistair Black? Okay, and then they go to commercial break. So anyways, we went into the car salesman on Thursday, and Lord behold, we actually bought ourselves a brand new car. I know, right? We got ourselves the 2019 Chevrolet Trax. So yeah, it's a little bit of an SUV. It's like a smaller size SUV. And we couldn't be happier, to be quite honest. Very, very excited. And we go in and we pick up the car on Tuesday, so tomorrow. So yeah, that was one thing that we kind of had going on. Friday, I had some other personal stuff that was going on. You know what? I'm not going to hide it from you guys. I had Steve over, my buddy Steve. If you guys remember him, it's been so damn long since I've seen Steve. And it was the only day that we could have possibly hung out for the foreseeable future as well. So you know what? I said, screw it, guys. I love doing my work, but I said, you know what? I need a day off here. I need to see my buddy. And so I saw him, and we hung out, and we had a grand old time. That was on Friday. Then on Sunday, I went into my parents' house because, well, you know, it's my birthday this week, and they wanted to have a little birthday dinner. So we ended up doing a birthday dinner on Sunday. And once you start factoring all of that in right there, folks, you can see why the Conman Universe didn't go down here today. Now, the video is 150% ready. I could literally show you the video right now on the screen if I wanted to. But unfortunately, the video is a 2.5 hour long video, meaning that the video had to be uploaded by 5:28 at the absolute latest, because there's a 2-minute premiere countdown as well on YouTube. So it was a 2.5 hour video, but it needed to be up by 5:30 at the absolute latest. And unfortunately, YouTube processed the video for about 2 hours before the video actually went through. I had the video uploaded a full hour and a half before it was supposed to be live, and sure enough, it just didn't process in time. So unfortunately, that's the reason why the Conman Universe wasn't here on the channel today. But what that does mean, everybody, is that we are going to be having the Conman Universe tomorrow, Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on this channel. And then Wednesday Night Bob is going to be on Thursday this week, okay, everybody? So on my birthday, on Thursday, it will be Wednesday Night Bob on Thursday, okay, everybody? So I hope that kind of clears things up for everybody wondering where the Conman Universe was today. It will be back. It will be back, and it will be back tomorrow at 3:30. Let's quickly get into these donos, because actually, my friends, I believe earlier we got ourselves a new boss in the form of Rule. Yes, we did. So, Rule, you are the new boss. Welcome back, buddy. And Raul Kapar becomes a... Oh, God, how many times... Oh, hang on. We're out of May, ladies and gentlemen. We're out of May. Who was the boss battle champion in the month of May? It was Jason Barker. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Barker is the winner of May's Boss Battle Championship. So, congratulations, Jason Barker. He was a 12-time Boss Battle Champion. Wow, that's impressive. We are actually out of May, everybody. And now that means our first Boss Battle champion of...
For dessert, NXT this Wednesday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
of June is going to be Raul Kapar. So Boss Battle Jason Barker, 12-time Boss Battle champion.
The odds for Alistair Black here in this matchup as he's one-on-one now with Seth Rollins. It may not mean anything because Seth Rollins.
There we go, everybody.
Seth Rollins swarms his opponent.
And Raul Kapar.
Give you a chance to breathe out there.
Kapoor, actually. Kapoor. There we go. Yeah, I got your name right. Kapoor has become a one-time Boss Battle champion. So thank you, my friend, for all the support. Let's get into a couple other donos.
Knows that it negates the threat now. It negates the threat of Austin Theory and Murphy at ringside. Oh, absolutely. And now Alistair Black trying to find his way against
Speak of the devil, there's Jason Barker right there in our Twitter feed. This is actually a good thing to kind of see. For the people in the chat on the Raw stream, how are conservative people heartless? Because we agree that George Floyd thing was awful and shouldn't have happened. I'm conservative and I'm not heartless. Well, that's really good to hear. It's really good to hear. Jason Barker, yeah. Matchup underway though right now. Into the cover count of 2. Kick out by Aleister Black.
Seth Rollins knows now if he's going to defeat Alistair Black, which he is capable of doing.
Con, am I even in the draw? TJ Young, leader of Young Guns. Why would you be in the draw, my friend? You're not a member, right? You got to be a member to be in the draw, my friend.
Still to come tonight here on Monday Night Raw. We will
Leanne Phelps, how you doing? She says, I've been doing amazing. I got $19 in tips tonight. That's awesome, Leanne. Awesome, 19 bucks in tips. Well, that is great. Keep it up, Leanne.
Roberto Carrillo at ringside came very close to finding himself in the same position last week. And the domination continues by Seth Rollins. I mean, Alistair Black, he's been pretty dominant in anybody that he's ever faced, but Seth Rollins taking it to the newcomer.
Did I see what you did on Discord? No. I did not. What did you do on Discord?
Alistair Black digs down deep and connects with that one. And here comes Alistair Black. And imagine how fired up Alistair Black is, not only on behalf of Rey Mysterio, but how he tried to intervene last week by near point. He tried to help Carrillo, and he couldn't. Yeah,
Sorry, one sec.
He was resigned to being controlled by Seth Rollins because he was trying to.
Sorry, one sec, everybody. I'm just kind of...
And now from the middle rope, the moonsault. Rollins, could this be it? Black into the cover and a kick out. And Alistair Black has Seth Rollins absolutely on his heels. That is a welcome sight to Alistair Black. Think of how good it would feel to pin the shoulders of Seth Rollins here tonight on Raw. Oh, and Rollins backing up Alistair Black into the corner, trying to break the grip of Black.
Are you kidding me? My God, that is not going to be happening over in our Discord server. Black there, right there.
Whoa, and then finally, and the German suplex into the bridge. Rollins kicks out. Double close calls there for Alistair Black. You know, he's been working for that suplex all match long.
Unbelievable. Sorry, everybody. Again, I'm all over the place right now. I really am sorry. And tonight's stream is not going to be as entertaining as probably most of our live streams.
Alistair Black, but could not put away Rollins.
No worries, Jason Barker. Hopefully you're enjoying the show, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. I see your tweets right there. Thanks for all the constant support. No two ways about it. Thank you.
Alistair Black trying to reposition himself, catches an elbow from Seth Rollins.
One sec. I'm just kind of keeping an eye. Glenn Cross. So, buddy, once again, here's the thing that I want you to keep in mind when you're saying that, okay? All lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. Please do not try to fit all of us in as one right now. That's not the movement. That's not what this is all about. This is all about getting equality. This is all about getting justice. Justice for George Floyd. Black Lives Matter. It's not about all lives matter. All lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. Get that through every one of your guys' heads. That is a thing you need to understand, and if you cannot understand that, then take a good, long look in the mirror and ask yourself, why can I not understand that?
Splash comes up empty. But how much damage did it do to Black? Oh, it could have done a tremendous amount of damage to Black. I mean, obviously, most of his offense has launched from those very legs. Plenty of damage certainly done to Seth Rollins. You can see the height
Okay.
of his frog splash. Oh, blocked.
Absolutely, you're right there. Absolutely. Leanne says, Yeah, thank you so much there, Leanne. Thank you so much for reiterating that great point right there that needs to be put out there even more and more and more.
I'm just saying, gentlemen, Black Mass is going to be really hard to attend with a limp. Oh. And now out on the apron. Dangerous circumstance.
Good match so far, though.
Oh boy, it's about to get more dangerous. Along the apron, Rollins. Oh, shot to the knee.
Yeah, I heard something about that Nexus was going to return at WrestleMania, but I heard that it was for Access. Oh, nice moonsault there from Aleister Black and as he takes down Seth Rollins. Yeah, everybody. You know, and it's completely understandable if you feel a little off here tonight as well. You know, honestly, we probably all should. We probably all should feel. We should be feeling something. If we don't feel something, then you know we're not human. One sec.
The Bundesliga. Watch every game on Sportsnet.
So whoever Orange Cassidy is in the Discord server, once again, you cannot seem to understand what it is that is being said here. All lives don't matter until Black lives matter. Really just look at that statement. And I'm not sure what you're trying to push in our Discord server, but really think about that statement right there.
Come early at Burger King. Get a soft serve for just $1 or a mini shake for just $2. Choose from vanilla, strawberry, or Hershey's chocolate flavors. All made with 100% Canadian dairy. Stay cool with the $1 soft serve or $2 mini shake.
Good. Okay. Good. Good to see right there. Good job, Steve Taylor. Thank you for taking care of that, man.
With our simplest ingredients, from what's in our products to what you put on them.
No, I'm not okay, guys. I'm not okay. You know what? People are saying you keep bringing it up because it's all I can think about. It's all I've been able to think about for the last I don't know how many days.
This one, and even this one.
Right? I don't want to be bringing it up, but at the same time I do. At the same time, it is a conversation that needs to be had, right?
With TD EasyWeb online banking and TD app that both use two-step verification, you can manage your money safely and securely anytime.
I did hear that.
From any chair.
Oh, everybody. It's just such a gross time right now. Not a gross. I don't even know. I feel like, again, I'm not able to articulate how I'm feeling. Not able to articulate the words and express the emotions of how I'm feeling. I'm not able to put them into words.
Burger King. Get a soft serve for just $1 or a mini shake for just $2. Choose from vanilla, strawberry, or Hershey's chocolate flavors. All made with 100% Canadian dairy.
Let me just you know what, folks? I've got an idea. Okay, I got an idea. Over the last I don't know how long now, folks, we've been taking your guys' comments in the community tab. So let's run through some comments in the community tab. You know, let's run through some comments, yeah, because I've asked you guys some pretty good, I've got some pretty good comments. So let's go reading through it here, folks. So 6 hours ago, I asked you guys, what has been the best match over the past 5 years? Can be any promotion. So let's take a look at what you guys said here. So Alex Retzelis said Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano, NXT TakeOver New York. That was really good. New Day versus Usos, Hell in a Cell. Randy Orton versus Edge, Backlash. That was Spider-Man HD, also known as Crossbow. So that one's kind of funny right there. Omega versus Okada 4, 7 stars was earned that day. Greatest match I have ever seen. That is from Cake is Overrated. Yeah, another Omega versus Okada in their last match, the 7-star classic. That is Ian Thompson right there. King KJW says WrestleMania 32 women's title match, and then Natty versus Becky, SummerSlam 2019. That's an interesting one. That one's definitely interesting. Gargano versus Cole, NXT TakeOver Toronto 2019. That was good. Katie Onte Tinsley says literally any Johnny Gargano takeover match. So, yep. But here we go, everybody.
What is next in store for Alistair Black?
And sizing up his prey. Going for the stop, Alistair.
Sorry, everybody, just looking at our Discord server right now as well. So yeah, you guys got some pretty cool comments, but I kind of want to make that known for you. I've been trying to ask you guys comments pretty much every single day for the last little bit over on the community page on this YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested in answering some comments there, having some good wrestling discussion, seeing what other people's takes on wrestling are, then make sure you check out our community page on a regular basis. I think we've got like 6, 7, 8 discussion questions over there already. So if you guys want to go check them out, go right ahead and check that out. Leanne Phelps, yeah, it's really uncomfortable, isn't it, Leanne? Thanks for that $2 dono, though. The support on the channel is great. Oh, what a step-up knee from Aleister Black as he connects the side of the head of Seth Rollins. The Invisible Man versus the Invisible Stan. Oh, that's a great match. Great match. I don't know how a match with no people in it could have been any more entertaining. I really don't. And then Paul Carpenter, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for the $5 dono. He says, Con, check out MVP on the Lean Garcia show. I get what you're feeling. Best match, so many good matches. Thank you, Paul Carpenter, for the $5 support. I appreciate it very much, my friend. Oh, Humberto Carrillo starting to fight off both Angel Garza and Buddy Murphy, but then he gets taken down. Roll up 2, kick out by Black. Roll up coming 2. Oh, Black wins! Black wins! The dreaded roll up. The most devastating move in all of sports entertainment. And Seth Rollins loses. Alistair pulls off the victory. What do you guys think? Thumbs up, thumbs down? It's probably the right call. Here comes... Oh, there's Theory. There's Buddy Murphy. The Disciples. But here comes Humberto. Is anybody else going to come make the save of Rey Mysterio, potentially? I don't even know how... Anyways, but now Murphy just driving the knee right into the face there of Humberto Carrillo. And Seth Rollins now directing traffic right back over there. And Rollins just continues to beat down Humberto Carrillo.
And what we're seeing is the vision of Seth Rollins' greater good.
The small package. So much damage in such a small maneuver. You're damn right, Byronite. Rey and Dominic would be a twist, and then all of a sudden Dominic low blows Rey Mysterio and joins Rollins as a disciple. Hey, I want to see that. I would love to see Dominic Mysterio be a disciple of Seth Rollins. Curb stomp to Carrillo. Black calling him a coward. Oh no.
You want to be a hero? You want to be a hero? Stop your surprise. Please. Hold it. Hold it. This is what happens when you want to be a hero.
Oh no. And a stomp to Black. Rollins just stomped his head in, man. King of Fate and King says they're saving Rey's retirement for the end, so something has to happen. Honestly, guys, if they were looking for a legitimate way to bring in Dominic Mysterio, if they were looking for a real way to make his character interesting right from the start, that's the way. That is completely the way to do it. I would be A-okay to see Dominic Mysterio start off by turning heel with a low blow on Rey Mysterio, because then all of a sudden, maybe that leads to one more match. And you know you bet your ass that Rey Mysterio has been training Dominic Mysterio right? He's been in the ring with him. He's working with him, and I'm absolutely sure that that it would work. You know, I don't know how else you introduce Dominic Mysterio and make him very interesting from the get-go, right? They already kind of floated him around with the whole Brock Lesnar thing, and they whetted our appetite by seeing how he works. He flew, he worked really well. But at the same time, you know, there wasn't much more to his character other than the fact that he was Rey Mysterio's son. We need to find a way to establish him as his own character, and that would be really good.
To watch Raw Talk plus 15,000 other WWE shows for free. No credit card required. And Joe, as one of the hosts of Raw Talk, I'm sure you can't wait. You know, I'm really excited about the return of Raw Talk to get Seth Rollins on the show, and I'm looking forward to it. And there's plenty to talk about, especially considering the new United
Did I say dominant Mysterio? No, I'm pretty sure I said Dominic. I might have said dominant. I totally meant to say Dominic if I said that, but anyways.
Drivers who save with Progressive save over $750 on average.
I really can't
Oh,
figure out
Apollo Crews.
the actual injury.
Okay, so they're really leaning in with Apollo Crews. Yeah. Here's also another conversation point, folks. Who do you think is going to be the mystery opponent for Apollo Crews here tonight? I know a lot of people are going to say Dominik Dijakovic because of the fact that he's getting called up to Monday Night Raw. I've heard that his call-up is going to be pushed a little bit back. Not necessarily he's being called up for tonight, but we might see some sort of backstage segment. I've heard that he is in the Performance Center crowd tonight, but I haven't heard that they plan on putting him in the United States title match. I believe what they are doing is they are putting, they're going to put him in a match against somebody like Shelton Benjamin. I'm assuming they want to build him up just a little bit more before you have someone, say, like Dominik Dijakovic come out and potentially take the title away from him.
Again, a huge congratulations goes to Apollo for his victory, becoming the new United States champion. But right now, please allow me to introduce my guests, Angel Garza and Zelina Vega. Angel, before we get to the question, what do you say we take a look at your controversial victory over Kevin Owens from last week?
As you can see here, Kevin Owens was making his way to the ring, and then bam, from behind, Angel Garza attacking Kevin Owens, going after the left knee.
Yeah, where is Andrade? Good question there, Ghostface. Good question.
He wanted to compete, but on the injured leg, it was too much. Zelina Vega loved it at ringside. Angel Garza nearly caught with a pop-up powerbomb, but again, the injury to the knee of Owens left the door open for Angel.
What do you guys think about the finishing move, the wing clipper? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Angel Garza's finishing maneuver, the wing clipper. What do you think? Personally, I think it could be a great signature move that he wins with sometimes. I think it isn't quite a finishing maneuver, even though I like it.
I want to talk. Hold on, controversial?
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. Kevin Owens agreed to this match. So I don't know what you think you're talking about here, but
I got this. Charlie, you should know that in love and in war, everything is fair. In matters of competition and seduction, you must always be one step ahead. So what do I think about last week? What does we think about last week?
we think that Angel Garza's win against Kevin Owens was triumphant. It was triumphant because he saw what he wanted, and he took it.
If somebody's upset with my actions, then they clearly never want something as badly as I do.
Angel.
Oh, Zelina giving her the eyes.
No. Thank you.
Oh.
What? Who freaking who?
Wow.
So a little heartbreak for Caruso. Speaking of which, we are thrilled to be joined by the Heartbreak Kid here on Raw.
What?
Edge versus Orton at Backlash. What could be the
No. It's totally just gonna be like a Skype phone-in call or something like that. Shawn Michaels is... he might be. What do you guys think? Is Shawn Michaels going to be there in person, or is Shawn Michaels going to be calling in? What do you think? Call in person. Let me know in that live chat. Right over there, everybody.
Why does Lay's have so many flavors to choose from?
Seth Amphetamines, how you doing, my friend? He says, Apollo can wrestle well, but he's just so generic, smiling babyface. Charisma vacuum, but I do like that they're pushing someone. Andrade needs more, though. Here's the thing, Seth Amphetamines. I can agree with some of the things that you said, in the sense that he used to be more of a charisma vacuum and a very bland babyface. Ever since he has been allowed to be himself a little bit more, get some more time on the microphone, in my opinion at least, he is he's really come along and kind of come into his own. He's a great in-ring performer. There's no question about that. But he's come along, in my opinion. K Santos, thank you very much for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the channel. But Seth Amphetamines, thanks again for that $5 dono.
Apollo can wrestle well, but he's just so generic, smiling babyface. Charisma vacuum. But I do like that they're pushing someone. Andrade needs more, though.
Andrade's great. I wonder if Andrade is getting close to the world title scene. You know, like, not being the next challenger per se for Drew McIntyre, but after SummerSlam, I think they could build up Andrade again to be like the challenger for after SummerSlam. Go out there, have him be awesome out there. Maybe there is some dissension between Angel Garza and Andrade, you know, maybe that leads to a feud. Maybe Andrade wins that feud and allows him to move forward into a world title scene. That could be a thing. Aled Thomas, how you doing? He says, Con, I just want to say sorry for sounding mad about seeing you earlier. I was dealing with personal stuff, so sorry again, man. It's all good, man. I just wanted to kind of reiterate why I couldn't do anything more, and that I was actually upset myself that it wasn't up. You know, I know I say this, if you ask Becca, but none of you would be able to really talk to her, but still, if you asked Becca, you would have heard her say that I was not happy after the video didn't go up in time. I was actually quite sad. I was like, come on, are you kidding? I just worked my ass off and sat here looking at this computer for an hour and a half watching it process and not process in time for a video to go up at 3:30, right? Or even 5:30. I was just not happy, Aled. So, dude, it's all good, and I apologize also if I sounded a little rude towards you.
Con, I just want to say sorry for sounding mad about the CMU earlier. I was dealing with personal stuff, so sorry again, man.
Jason Havlick, you know what, dude? I can agree right now he's not. I think that's why I was saying, you know, after SummerSlam, you know, the September time, that would be a great opportunity for Andrade to get all the way up into the main event scene if they could build him up to then.
It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
Johnny Souza, you're in the middle of a feud with Justin Beverly, my friend. Oh yeah, TakeOver's this Sunday, everyone. Kind of forgot to mention that to you. NXT TakeOver in your house. Or not even TakeOver. Yeah, it is TakeOver in your house. It's going to go down this Sunday, everyone. Not Saturday, this Sunday. June 7th, 2020. Once again, that's this Sunday, and we will be live with it right here. And then we will also be live with Backlash the following Sunday. Kelvin Jackson, how you doing, my friend? He says hi, I say hello. Welcome to the stream, my friend. It's honestly great to have you here. Led Thomas says, Con, describe this Monday Night Con episode in one word. Long. It's long. It's 2.5 hours long, man, but it's really, really, really good. It's really freaking good, man, if you ask me. What did I think of SmackDown? Good question. What did I think of SmackDown? Yeah, it's Shawn Michaels with a Skype call.
The greatest wrestling match ever. Talk about a high bar. Talk about pressure on you two. Wouldn't want to be you. Now, coming from someone who has had a few great wrestling matches, like, for instance, the ladder match with Razor Ramon at WrestleMania 10. Maybe we could, I don't know, talk about...
Hey, Charles Wright, I'd love that, man. I would love that.
Or even the 2 matches with The Undertaker.
Hey, Lisa, thank you very much for the 30 bomb as well, my friend. I appreciate that as well.
We'll be here all day.
Really kind. And Bradley Robinette, I see that there, man. We will get to it right after Kelvin Jackson dono goes through, okay, my friend?
Stage for the greatest wrestling match ever, and I gotta be honest, I think he can deliver on it. The question is, who's gonna come out on top? Yeah, it's a little bit of bias. Yeah, it's a little bit personal. But I gotta go with Edge. I'm gonna believe
Shawn Michaels is picking Edge, okay.
Wisdom, knowledge, and even, dare I say, a little faith gives Edge the edge.
Well, the ballots have been cast. The icons have been...
All right, everyone. Let's get to these donos. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Kelvin Jackson. Once again, hi, dude. How you doing? It's time to play the game. Behold the king. The king of kings. Bam. On your knees, dog. Danny. Danny. All hail. And bow down to the king. I didn't, you guys are absolutely right. I didn't start talking about SmackDown. I barely got into it at all. Apologies right there. I get very distracted. Bradley Robinette says, I got blocked from a channel for doing absolutely nothing. Well, that's kind of weird, man. But yeah, SmackDown. The Jeff Hardy stuff. Don't know what's going on with it. I don't know how to feel about it necessarily. Here's the weird thing. I don't hate it. You know, I actually thought it was very captivating, a very captivating storyline. I don't hate it. You know, is it in the best taste? Probably not. But if Jeff Hardy was okay doing it, if everybody else involved was okay doing it, you know, it is what it is. I want to hear if Jeff Hardy brought that story to the forefront, or if this is a Vince McMahon forcing it on him sort of deal. So I believe Jeff Hardy would have had to agree to do it. So again, it is what it is, and I'm going to wait and see where the story goes. I don't hate it, and I don't think that story is one that should be shrouded with complete hatred, if you will. Right? We got to make sure that us being vocal and us expressing our opinions doesn't ruin the shows that we also watch, right? You know, if it's designed to make you feel a certain way, if it's designed to upset you, well, you know, maybe the resolution of it will be a better story being told. It is what it is, in that sense. It's a storyline involving Jeff Hardy's past, which may or may not be in good taste. But Jeff Hardy is doing it at the end of the day, so that's all I can say right now, really, about it. Charles Wright, how you doing? He says, Con, going to put you as a wrestler in my universe. Thank you, Charles Wright. I would love to see that if you ever have the ability to send me a photo either over on Twitter or through the Discord. Be awesome to see what character you come up with.
Here we go.
Money talks.
Here comes the money.
Dollar, 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 dollar. Then what else happened? There was the Chad Gable versus Cesaro match. The Shorty G versus Cesaro match was really well done. And I also thought the the Mandy Rose and Otis segment by the pool was really funny. It was really quite funny. I didn't expect them to really shoot it like that, but they shot it like that, and it made me laugh multiple times. So you know what? I enjoyed SmackDown. I thought it was good. Tonight on Raw, McIntyre versus MVP. You know what? It's very interesting seeing the fact that MVP is more of a manager, but every time he wrestles, he's willing to go in and do the job to put someone else over. Lana and MVP.
Seriously, this is my husband. Do you understand? Lana. My husband, not your BFF from 14 years ago, 13 years ago.
Unlike you, I have actual work to do.
Wow.
I have to get ready for my match with the WWE champion, Drew McIntyre. So I don't have the time nor the desire to get sucked into whatever attention-seeking drama you've got going on. Okay?
You know what? I bit my tongue, but I have to say, you are nothing but a leech trying to use my husband, my Bobby, to just try to revive your washed-up career.
It's not even remotely true. But let's just say that it was. Wouldn't that make two of us?
Ooh. She's gonna slap him. Yep, there it is. Yep, she slapped the taste right out of his mouth, but barely actually affected him. Okay. So there we go. And now, everyone, it is time for the $30 dono from Lisa Manoban. How you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for the support. Let's roll it. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Here we go. Yeah, Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Yeah, you know Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Miz and Morrison. Ooh, hey, hey. Ho, ho. Here we go. Thank you so much once again there, Lisa. I do appreciate the support on this channel. And with that, my friends, we've got ourselves a new boss. Her name is Lisa Manoban. Much appreciated. Right there, Lisa. Alright, I know today, once again, it has been very, very weird. It's been very weird, but I want you to know once again, everybody, that I will continue to try to take our minds off of all of this. We got 2 hours left of this show. It seems like it's probably going to be a long 2 hours, but I will try to entertain you in every way possible that I can. Thank you for tuning in here today, everybody, but I want to remind you, if you have not done so, please make sure you just smack a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to this channel. You can see your name pop up on the top left-hand corner right over there. All right, everybody? So drop that subscription, just like Taylor34. Welcome to the channel, Taylor. Great to have you. What about the Matt Riddle vignette from SmackDown? Thought it was cool as well. Matt Riddle on his way to SmackDown is going to be really good. The bro is going to be one of the more interesting stories to watch, because here's the reason why. I love seeing stories be told that we haven't seen already in WWE. There's a reason why Bayley versus Sasha Banks the first time around was so well received, because we hadn't seen it yet, right? We hadn't seen it. So, we haven't seen Matt Riddle in a massive singles title push. We haven't seen him. Jadu Magic, welcome to the channel. We haven't seen him fight in a one-on-one major storyline centered around a title yet. We've seen him and Pete Dunne. Ethan Cena, welcome to the channel, my friend. We've seen him be tag team champions alongside of Pete Dunne. But we have not seen him fight for a mid-card championship. Haven't seen him fight for a world title. Swad Abasi, welcome to the channel, my friend. Great to have you. Did I get banned from the Discord because the invite link doesn't work for me? I mean, I honestly don't know. It's possible. It's possible there, bud. I couldn't tell you.
This program is aggressive in nature. It may contain
Thoughts on the Mike Tyson and Jericho feud? It's not going to be a thing that is going to be must-see, but it is a thing that is going to attract casual viewers and make them tune into AEW, which is the whole point of that feud. They're trying to recreate the Tyson-Austin segment between Tyson and Jericho. Now, does it work as well? No. But at least it's going to be a thing that gets them put in, well, SportsCenter, ESPN, magazines, all that, right? That's a thing that it's going to do. Lisa Mandelband, welcome to Supporter, my friend. Thank you very much for the support. I do appreciate that. Hang on, what happened earlier tonight? Oh, hang on. We're not going to find out until we sing a little Sweet Knees, are we? So, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet. If you don't know how this song goes, well, you're going to learn today. So, everybody, stand up, sing it loud, sing it proud, reach deep down into your chest. Take a deep breath and sing it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweet knees are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Woo! There's the cringiest song on the planet. You guys hear it, and you love it every time. Thank you so much, Lisa Mandelband, for joining the channel here today. I wonder if Jericho will be knocked out by Tyson. Probably. Probably. Will the CMU be uploaded at regular time tomorrow, Con? Yes, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The CMU goes up tomorrow. 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 Yeah, it's weird that they're already recapping the earlier in the night. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting that they're recapping this early in the night. Like, it's only an hour into the show, and didn't they just spend like the first 40 minutes talking about Aleister Black and Seth Rollins? Like, granted, Aleister Black and Seth Rollins is a pretty interesting feud. Corte Beal, do I support Black Lives Matter? Yes, I do. I absolutely 150% stand with Black Lives Matter. If you wish to hear my true thoughts on it, you know, if you wish to start the show over, that's when I addressed it at the very start. Again, though, I am at a bit of a loss for words for it. I really am. But yes, there's a reason that I've got the text over there, and that is remaining up for this stream today. Absolutely. Yes, I 150% stand with each and every black individual, black family, black community here. Black Lives Matter. And once again, all lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. I have a question of the day for who is the greatest heel of all time and why? What is your favorite storyline from the heel you chose? Greatest heel of all time. For me, okay, the heel that made me hate someone the most. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho made me hate him the most. When he put on his suit, when he smashed Shawn Michaels' head through the Geritron 5000 or whatever it was at the time, when he smashed his head through it, that made him the biggest heel to me ever. I hated Jericho so much. Hated Chris Jericho for what he did to Shawn Michaels, who at the time was my favorite wrestler.
We'll get an update from Mysterio himself tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new United States Champion, Apollo Crews!
For a second there, I thought she was going to stop at Apollo. And that's why it's so important, ladies and gentlemen, when you have like a three-syllable thing, you know, you want to make sure that you are, sorry, one sec, everybody. As an announcer, if you are trying to build up somebody as they go down to that ring, right, and you want to give them their own special, unique entrance, you got to think about it. If you're going with those three syllables, you want to hit that final syllable because that is the one you're trying to drive home. So you want Apollo Crews. You don't want to do Apollo Crews, which is what that announcer just kind of did right there. You know what I mean? You want to build that person up. Ladies and gentlemen, the new United States Champion, Apollo Crews. Right? You get what I'm saying? Anyways, here's Apollo Crews.
What has your first week as champion been like?
Oh, it's feeling so good, and the list of feelings, it just goes on and on. I mean, there's appreciation, there's humility, but overall, it's just still so surreal to me that I am standing here, your new United States champion.
Yeah.
Now, Apollo, your championship reign will have an interesting start as you will defend your title against an opponent of your choosing tonight. Have you decided who that's going to be?
You know, Kayla, the list of feelings that I've been carrying around this last week isn't the only one. There is a whole long list of superstars that I'd love to face for this championship. But the superstar that I'm choosing tonight, this superstar is truly deserving. And his name is Kevin Owens.
Wow. What?
A bold choice by Apollo Crews for his first defense.
I would say a beyond bold choice. Kevin Owens, a former NXT champion, a former WWE Universal champion.
Yo, they're going to do Kevin Owens versus Apollo Crews. Yo, you're right, Steven Taylor. Yo, you're absolutely right, dude. 150% right. It is a little bit of a callback to the John Cena Open Challenge, where Kevin Owens answered it. Absolutely. Here's KO.
Well, first of all, before anything else, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nice. Yeah, shaking the hands.
And you know what? Speaking of appreciating things, I appreciate the offer you just made me. I really do. And I'm certainly not one to turn down title opportunities here in WWE, especially when, quite frankly, it's been too long since I've had one. But I got to tell you, the only problem I have is after last week and what happened with me and Angel Garza, I kind of feel like this is coming almost out of pity.
Oh.
Pity?
Yeah.
No, hold on. Look, there is absolutely no pity about it. This is all about respect, Kevin. All about respect.
Well, you know what then? I guess Angel Garza's going to get what's coming to him soon enough. If this is about respect, that's great, but I have to tell you, I do feel bad about it.
What do you feel bad about, Kevin? You deserve this. You deserve this.
Yeah, I'm not worried about whether or not I deserve it. I know I deserve it. I deserve it for every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears I've poured into this place over the last 5 years. That's not the issue. What I feel bad about is now your first title reign is going to be a real short one, bud.
I'm looking forward to this.
The following contest scheduled for one fall.
Oh, that just picked up. Oh, business just picked up. All right, everyone, head on over. Let me know on twitter.com who will win. Hashtag WWE RAW. Hashtag US title. Here we go, everybody. Apollo Crews or Kevin Owens. Twitter poll is now live. This is going to be a good match, folks. This has me getting Orton versus Christian vibes, does it? Orton versus Christian, interesting. Starting out of respect. Apollo loses. Oh, hang on. I see where you're going. Apollo loses his title. Starts demanding for one more matches sort of deal. I see what you're getting at right there. That wouldn't be the worst idea. Wouldn't be the worst idea because it would give a character to Apollo Crews. You know, all of a sudden he worked so damn hard to get to that title, and then he creates an open challenge to prove that he is a champion, and then loses his first title defense, and then all of a sudden he's got to scratch and claw his way to get back to that title, but maybe he comes to be a little desperate as a result. You know, and maybe that's where the slow character build of Apollo Crews comes from. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Is that something that we are going to see, or do you think it's going to be something completely different? Kevin Owens going for a beautiful suicide dive, but Apollo Crews moves out of the way. Now Apollo with a right hand there to the face of Kevin Owens. Is saying Crews losing right now, though, in these times. I believe this episode of Monday Night Raw is pre-recorded. I think this episode is actually recorded like from last week. Oh my god, off the Swanton Bomb. Kevin Owens to the cover, count of 2. Kick out by Crews. That was really close. I could be wrong, though. This could be live tonight. It could also be pre-recorded. So I believe it's pre-recorded, but let me know, folks. Do you know for sure? Is it live or is it pre-recorded? So I believe I heard it was pre-recorded. Recorded last week. Yes, it was recorded. Okay, cool. So yeah, there we go. Are you gonna cry if it's live? No. Wait a second. Kevin Owens kicked him right in the groin. Yeah, Kevin Owens just kicked him right in the nuts. Crews is being given some time here to get up to his feet because the referee has deemed it to be an accident. All right, back towards the center of the ring. Oh! Apollo Crews had enough of that, and here goes all the respect. It's left the arena here. Loretta Williams, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. But look at the brawl between these two. Okay. And we head to commercial break.
We heard some bombs. That was the first time I heard bomb. Sport has given him a community.
Pre-recorded. That's how we know about Nia Jax hurting someone yet again. Yes. You're right. You're right. That is absolutely correct. Let's get the correct poll up here on the screen as well, my friend. So who do you guys think is going to win? Right now, we got 60% saying Apollo Crews and 40% say Kevin Owens. Interesting. Got mad a couple weeks ago when it was live. I got mad at the very start of the pandemic when it was live, and we proceeded to raise nearly, well, not nearly 10,000. We raised, what was it again? What was our final amount raised again? Hang on, give me a second here, because I can't remember what our final amount raised towards the COVID pandemic was, but Google ended up matching it, and as a result, we ended up almost raising $10,000 with the help of Google. So that was pretty good to be able to turn negative into a positive. I wasn't going to stream for a little bit of time to express my opinions on unsafe working conditions for the performers. That's the reason why I didn't want to go live, but then we were able to help make a difference. So that's what that was all about. Just give me 2 seconds. So, ladies and gentlemen, we ended up raising $3,215 just with this community alone. And then we ended up getting upwards of almost $10,000 with the help of Google.
Get a soft serve for just $1 or a mini shake for just $2. Choose from vanilla, strawberry, or Hershey's chocolate flavors. All made with 100% Canadian dairy.
So,
$1 soft serve or $2 mini shakes. Only at Burger King.
After loading up at the deadline, it's the old.
Maybe Tom Brady hater. That might be it. Probably not, but might be. Aiden Pettis says, I don't know how Nia Jax has a job in wrestling. So here's the one thing I want to make sure that we say. Alright, because I saw a lot of outrage towards Nia Jax before the match had even aired. Accidents in wrestling do happen. Okay? It doesn't matter who you are. Accidents do happen. That's all I can say. You know, until we actually see the accident happen on our screens, It might even be edited out at this point, but until we see that incident with Nia Jax, there is not a single thing we can say about it. We haven't seen it. It hasn't aired. We don't know what happened. People saying that, oh yeah, well, she got a cut on her head. Okay, well, is the cut this big, or is the cut a giant gash? Was it an accident of Kairi Sane's head just kind of snapping back with a simple throw to the steel steps? You know, accidents do happen in wrestling. So I don't think it was very fair of the entire wrestling community to jump on Nia Jax before anything was actually on TV. You know, how are we supposed to know what actually happens? What, a few dirt sheets report that there was an injury on Monday Night Raw, that Kairi Sane was cut by Nia Jax? Okay, those are good reports. Cool. Let's wait until the show actually airs before we start judging. Right? You know, it's like the whole idea of people getting mad that this could be the storyline direction somebody is moving in before that storyline is actually even taking place on TV. You know what I mean, right? Let's see what happens. Let's see what the extent of the injury was, and then we'll make our mind up. We'll make our mind up if it was an unsafe maneuver or if it was just, you know, a freak accident.
First defense for the new champion Apollo Crews, his handpicked opponent, Kevin Owens. And all diplomacy and pleasantries have gone out the window.
Awesome, Charles, right? I look forward to that, man. I look forward to seeing how my character looks in your game. Big boot right to the face there from Apollo Crews. Now he goes to scoop slam him, and Crews lands the scoop slam on Kevin Owens. Kick out at 2.5. Glenn Cross says Cardi said that she went in too hard and Nia did nothing wrong. Exactly. Here's once again, folks, it doesn't make any sense for us to be upset at a wrestler before we actually see it with our own eyes. Oh, what a super kick from Kevin Owens. Right? It's literally one thing to be able to report something and say, hey, this person got injured at this event. It's another thing to actually see how the injury happened. What a moonsault from Kevin Owens. You don't see him break that out often. Into the cover, count of 2, kick out by Crews. So yeah, all I gotta say is, once again, folks, make sure you it's not easy, but take it on a case-by-case basis, and make sure you give her the benefit of the doubt when you're reading things on dirt sheets and things like that. Oh, absolutely, wrestling is fantastic. She has been injuring people for a while. Again, though, we cannot judge until we see what has actually happened on TV, right? Until we actually see the incident unfold in front of our very eyes, we can't judge. You know, we literally can't. Count of 2, kick out by Owens. Standing moonsault, shooting star press combo. 2, not a shooting star press, that was just a straight up moonsault. And then a kick out by Owens. The way that he won the United States title, actually. Like, it's very easy, you know, if you're a wrestler, if you don't tuck your chin at all times, it's very easy for your neck to just go back. Like that, it's very easy for a whiplash effect to happen. You know, if you tuck your chin and you get tossed, your head, it holds, right? It's not flying back and hitting what's behind you. But if you get thrown into something and your chin isn't tucked, all of a sudden your head is hitting what's behind you. You know, it's very simple to see how Kairi Sane probably got injured if she went in too hard to the steel steps. You know, I don't know exactly how it happened again, and we'll see here tonight. But yeah, to judge an injury before we see it is not a thing that I really want to see from the wrestling community. You know, you can read things on paper, but until it actually happens, just take a step back and see exactly what it is. Don't tuck for the Styles Clash. Yes, don't tuck for the Styles Clash. Kevin Owens, Swanton, but no, he didn't land that one as Apollo Crews gets the knees up just in the nick of time. Wait a second. Oh, come on. Andrade and Angel Garza attacking both Kevin Owens and Apollo under the direction of Zelina Vega. All right. I see where we're going. Potentially a fatal four-way. Potentially. Oh, tag team match play. Yeah, Lisa's got it down, right? It's totally going to be a tag team match.
Stream the miniseries Hometown Hockey Memories on Sportsnet now.
Notice they are doing knee drops or knee attacks, anything on the back of opponents. Stone Cutter, that absolutely has nothing to do with it because this episode was actually taken, or was taped before all that kind of went down. So it actually has nothing to do with it, you know. Anything that we see here tonight was actually filmed a week ago before all of this went down in the world. If it feels a little... If this show tonight feels a tiny bit tone deaf, that would be the reason why, right? It wouldn't be intentional at all. It was something that was recorded a week ago, right? Before all this went down.
Tag team match playa.
Tag team match playa. You're gonna go one-on-one with the Undertaker. Holla holla.
The support they need. Visit PetSmartCharities.ca to see the impact in your community.
Dempster's is made by Canada. Now with our
What would I name Andrade and Angel's tag team?
to what you put on them. Because simpler just tastes
Da Sexy Men. Da Sexy Man. Let's spell it out like Da, D-A-S-E-X-I with an I, Da Sexy Men. There you go, Da Sexy Man. That's what I want to see. That's their tag team name, Da Sexy Men.
Why does Lay's have so many flavors to choose from? Because sometimes you feel a little more playful. Growing up is so overrated. Totally overrated. Gotta have
What is Zelina's stable called? Vegas Players, so it sounds like Vegas Players. Vegas Players is kind of cool if you're trying to get Zelina Vega over and not the individual talent. I feel like this is a stable that is meant to get everybody over and not just Zelina Vega, right? So you wouldn't want to name it Zelina's Players.
Even closer, even closer. Oops, too close. You'll find our love on a local level. You'll find it in places that give us hope. We're here, where positive change is made, all with the help.
But I would prefer something in Spanish. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I keep hitting my microphone. Sorry, everybody. If that's what you're hearing in your ear, a little thud or something like that, that's because Conman just really isn't careful with his hands. The Latina Connection? The Latina Connection. If it was a stable of female performers, I guess that would make sense.
This is the biggest talent show in the world. In 2 minutes, you could change your life forever.
I'm curious to see how they edited Kari and Naya's match. Did they just remove it as a whole? I don't think they're going to remove it as a whole, folks. From what I heard, Kari Sane got bandaged up by doctors at ringside, or they checked her out and she continued the match. That's what I heard. So, injuries happen in wrestling, right? You know what? It would be so simple to look at something on paper and say, oh, this person injured this person. Well, this person sucks. Right? If you think about it, if you take a look at the Universal title match between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins from back in the day. Seth Rollins injured Finn Balor. He popped his shoulder out of socket. He tore some ligaments in his shoulders. I can't remember the exact injury, but that happened. On paper, that would look terrible. It would look absolutely terrible, right? On Finn Balor's debut, one of his first big matches on the main roster, his first world title match on the main roster, Rollins injured him, right? That's what happened. But on paper, it looks bad. In real life, when you're watching the event, you couldn't have even told yourself when Finn Balor got injured, right? You couldn't even see when it happened. It was so simple of a move that just happened to go wrong. Oh, what a drop kick there from Angel Garza as he rips the pants off, revealing the pink tights underneath.
And let's not forget the match last week between Angel Garza and Kevin Owens. Garza attacked Owens before the match.
Seth ended Sting's career, yeah, with a freak accident again, right? Like, you can take a look at that on paper again, and you could say Seth Rollins is the most unsafe worker in the world, but then you watch him wrestle, and you're just like, that's not the case. You can see that when he slams anybody down to the ground. Drops them right on the middle of their back, never lands them high on their neck. It is the safest maneuvers from Seth Rollins. His suicide dives, you watch him, he goes out with this part of his arm, not his elbow, this part of his arm with the elbow out to the side. So that way, if there happens to be something that comes towards the face, it's got a little bit of cushion right there. Seth Rollins is a very safe worker. Watch the way that he moves around that ring. Watch the way that his punches literally just land right there. He grazes people, but he doesn't hit them. He just grazes. He's a very safe worker. Very safe worker. I actually just hit myself there, and that kind of hurt. But, folks, we do actually have ourselves an updated match right here. Kevin Owens and Apollo Crews versus Angel Garza and Andrade. Angel Garza and Andrade. And Apollo Crews. Boom. Crews has made the tag, and in comes Kevin Owens. He goes right after Angel Garza. Oh, come on. Thumb right to the eye of Kevin Owens. Some of the safest in-ring workers in the history of WWE have also injured people, you know? They really have. It does happen. Wrestling isn't the safest of sports, you know? Like, there's a lot of injuries that do happen. How often do you take a look at the injured list of WWE superstars and you say, man, there's a lot of people out hurt? There's a reason for that. Who's your favorite U.S. champion of all time? Yours is John Cena. Favorite United States champion of all time. I'm really trying to think of when I was growing up, the fights over the United States title, which ones I was mostly interested in. I don't know. I don't know, actually. That's a really good question. Who's your guys' favorite United States champion of all time? Oh, there's a drop kick right to the face of Kevin Owens. And William Parrish, thank you, my friend, for your $2 dono. I appreciate it. Some people saying AJ Styles, John Cena, Austin Booker T, okay. Dean Ambrose, that's not a bad one. Seth Rollins, did he win the... Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, Seth Rollins was really good. Oh, Angel Garza just took Kevin Owens out. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Into the cover. Andrade trying to cheat. Oh, Crews kicks out of that one. You know what? It's probably going to be John Cena, to be quite honest. The United States Open Challenge was one of the most entertaining things I've seen. Apollo, what a power bomb to the cover. It's over. 2. Apollo Crews has beaten Andrade. Wow, they're all in with Apollo. Wow, okay. That's the right call. But now Apollo and Kevin Owens looking at each other, and they look like they're fine. That was good. That was fine. I'm kind of curious about what they're trying to do with Kevin Owens and Apollo, though, together. Yeah, I really am wondering what they plan on doing with Kevin Owens and Apollo, if this is just a one-off kind of tag team little matchup.
Continues to prove why he deserves to be a champion. And speaking of champions, please welcome my guest Raw Women's Champion, Asuka.
And it's Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow.
Hello, Asuka. Hello. Now, you were in action tonight against Charlotte Flair in a champion versus champion match. And your tag team partner, Sane, is also in action tonight against your Backlash opponent, Naya Jax. How are you preparing for such a daunting challenge?
Right? I'm gonna take the booty at Backlash.
Now, what about Charlotte Flair, who said that you can't beat her, Asuka?
Asuka is always better. Charlotte stays the same. One more thing. The Empress never bows down to anyone.
Asuka versus Flair still to come tonight. But up next, we've seen hoops, axes, and
Up next, we're going to see the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits go bowling. I'm okay with it. Honestly, guys, I think I am in the minority right here. By saying I've enjoyed the Street Profits and Viking Raiders segments. It doesn't have to be wrestling all the time to be entertaining, right? Sometimes it is just an entertaining segment that you need in order to make the matches that they have down the line more entertaining. Honestly, I think the series with the basketball, the axe throwing, all that has been very fun. And you know, it may not be the most natural segments you want to see on your TV, but they're interesting enough, in my opinion. You know, I really don't have too much bad to say about it, other than the fact that, you know, some people who have never watched wrestling before, if they tuned in during that time, they might be shaking their heads saying, what the hell is this? It's possible. But also, at the flip side of things, if you have somebody who has never watched wrestling before and flips onto that and is watching it, they're like, oh, what is this? This is kind of funny. This is kind of different. Maybe I'm going to tune in a little bit more. Maybe they become fans of the Street Profits. Maybe that means they watch their match against the Viking Raiders down the line when it's announced on TV. You know, because normal people who don't sit here for 3 hours every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday talking about wrestling, normal people sometimes just watch one match, right? Sometimes they just watch their favorites. Sometimes they don't let wrestling dictate how they are feeling in life, right? Sometimes they just click on the show and say, hey, do I like who's in the ring or do I not? And if it's a no, they click off. And if it's a yes, they watch that match. So to me, you know, the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits stuff has not been bad. It's just been different. And I've enjoyed it enough. Just enough. You know, it's been fun.
If you look closer, even closer. Oops.
I think bowling will be quite funny, though, folks. I do believe it's going to be quite entertaining. But right now, everyone, if you have not done so, please make sure you smack this like button. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you do subscribe, you can see your name pop up there on the top left-hand corner. And everyone, if you are really enjoying the show, you can always drop a little donation. It doesn't matter how much or how little. Any little bit is appreciated. Wrestling doesn't need to be all serious. You need comedy, and this gives the Raiders some character. Absolutely agree. You do need some comedy. You need something to break the seriousness, right? What would I want my moveset and entrance to be? Charles, right? Give me an uber Canadian gimmick. How about that? Just make me the most Canadian thing you can imagine. I don't care if you make me ride down on a polar bear or something. I know it's not possible in WWE 2K, but still. Make me as Canadian, uber Canadian as you could possibly imagine. Dress me up in hockey gear. I don't care.
This is our chair, and right now, so is this one.
I want to see Owens have another world title run, says a man T. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that at some point. He, in my opinion, is WWE's MVP, most valuable player, most versatile player, whatever you want to say that stands for. He's really, really good. There's very few things you can give Kevin Owens and him not pull off. Whether he's a face, whether he's a heel, whether he's fighting against the establishment, whether he's fighting with the establishment, what have you. Kevin Owens can do it all. He can be a comedy character. He can host a talk show. He can put on a 5-star classic. He can play the underdog babyface. He can play a arrogant heel. You know, he's great. He's great, and he's believable at his acts.
This program is aggressive in nature. It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
Cody said that any wrestler from any promotion can challenge him for the TNT Championship. That means soon we could get Marty Scurll versus Cody. We'll see. I think what he means by that is at least opens up the opportunity for that to happen. They might have a few things lined up for cross-promotional activity, but it definitely is not going to be a thing that happens often, right? Wouldn't get your hopes up for a crossover like that.
This Wednesday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
Bianca Belair has been wrestling on Main Event. She'll be probably brought up soon. Jason Havlik, she's actually already been called up to the main roster. Yeah, Bianca Belair is a part of WWE's roster on Monday Night Raw.
What's so exciting about Monday Night Raw is this rivalry between our tag team champions, the Street Profits, and the Viking Raiders.
All right, time to go bowling, isn't it, everybody? Let's go bowling.
And now, we're going bowling.
The Street Profits and the Viking Raiders have been engaging in the ultimate of competitions. First up, basketball. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins were in their element, running up the scoreboard on the way to victory.
You try it, y'all try. Better luck next time.
But in the next competition, the raid was on, as the Viking Raiders routed the Street Profits in axe throwing.
Get out of the way, the storms are coming!
The third matchup was golf.
The golf,
the Street
right.
Profits showed they were aces on the links, whereas the Viking Raiders got trapped in the sand. After a lack of etiquette and multiple mulligans, the course superintendent had reached a breaking point.
Get out of here!
To settle things, the teams found a smaller course.
Hey,
Ford
Plumpy.
and Dawkins continued their hole-in-one play. And with that, the Street Profits have taken a 2-1 lead, which brings us to tonight's contest, bowling.
All right, time to go bowling.
Boys. What? Really, bro? Hey, fam, we can't get no Jordans, bro. No, those are bowling shoes. That's what today's challenge is, bowling. And at the end of today, the challenge is going to be 2 and 2. Oh, a little confident, huh? Check.
Oh.
Bam, this ain't bad. Let the games begin.
Oh my God. Strike. Oh, bowling. Oh yeah.
Anything they can do, we can do better. Oh yeah, man, let's go. Let's go. There we go.
And gutter ball.
But next time, let's hit the pins, all right?
And gutter ball. Oh, strike! Not a strike.
This round is on us, boys. Oh, you shouldn't have. What a nice guy. Nice guy. Oh, okay.
They gonna get a little drunk?
Skull. You mean cheers? No. Skull. Cheers. Skull. Skull. Oh.
Ah.
Bam! What is this? A Viking tradition. Goat's milk.
Goat's milk. Four slips, and in the gutter he goes.
Straight up, I'm gonna need you to step up, bro.
Step up?
Yes, bro.
What you talking about? I'm stepping up all the time, bro.
It just...
You okay? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why is there no ball?
Oh my God, he found another turkey leg. What in the hell? Why does he have a bowling ball painted on his chest? Backwards. Oh, yeah, Ivar. And gutter ball from Montez Ford.
My man's gonna at least hit the pins on like gutter ball tears.
Oh, gutter ball tears. At least I got a nickname.
Oh my god, he's gonna go to the snack bar. Ivar. He's going right in the fridge. Oh, they got kicked out again.
Yo, we can't take these dudes out in public nowhere, man.
You're lucky I'm not kicking you out this time.
Oh.
Because, hey, you're cute. You? Not so much.
Oh, no. Eric. Rip Eric. We got to get an RIP for Eric in the live chat. Rip Eric. Oh, my God. The Viking Raiders are already at 100.
Enough. You know what? My guy, behind the counter.
We want the smoke.
Yeah. They got the smoke.
It's time to bowl, boys.
Yeah, time to bowl. Oh, and they turned it around. They got that smoke, and now they be striking it out. Striking it out? That doesn't make any sense. Now they be bowling strikes. Oh, and it looks like the smoke has clouded the vision of the Viking Raiders. But it has opened the vision of the Street Profits as these wrestlers are bowling tonight on Monday Night Raw. Oh, hey, he hits that only pin. Guys, can you imagine Conman167 commentating bowling? That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, dog, it's crazy. We're winning. The smoke, dog. Nonsense. Enough of this nonsense. Huh?
Oh, what in the hell? That's illegal. That's illegal.
We told you.
That's illegal. They beat him by 1 point.
Well, we said that it was quite possibly the greatest game that they played yet, and, well, didn't go as planned, but...
Hey, Joe, you and I should go bowling.
No, we shouldn't have, but, you know, at least they went bowling.
Think about, talking about things that didn't go as planned. How about what happened last week in the altercation between...
Oh, my God. Samoa Joe on commentary is gold. Byron Saxton, we should go bowling. No, we shouldn't, says Samoa Joe. Anything exciting happen yet? Don't know if anything exciting has happened yet. You know what? No, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Nothing exciting has happened yet. Nothing bad, but nothing exciting per se. It's been a very, very bland episode overall, with some solid wrestling. That Nikki promo last week was the greatest of her career. I think I can agree with that there, Ghostface. I haven't heard some more impassioned promos like that from her before, so you know. Oh, but ladies and gentlemen, things are about to get iconic. Oh, arguing backstage, okay. Oh, Nikki Cross and Billie Kay kind of getting in a shoving match. All right. Cross versus Billie Kay coming up next. All right. Anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Conman167. If you guys are just tuning in, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you really enjoy the content that I bring to you guys here, you can consider supporting the channel either via super chat donations or by becoming a member here on this channel. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of your support. Yeah, it's been an interesting day, to say the least. It's been an interesting week. Absolutely. It's been a very interesting week. Unlike anything that I think, well, I mean, unlike anything I think any of us have ever lived through, to be quite honest. But yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a crazy week. Muhammad Al-Kush says, I don't know how you've never went to sleep while doing these. Want to know my secret, folks? Here is my secret for how I don't fall asleep during Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown or any other WWE show ever. Da 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 da. Monster Energy, it keeps you awake. Yeah, energy drinks and early nap. Probably the best way to put it.
Soft serve for just $1 or a mini shake for just $2. Choose from vanilla, strawberry, or Hershey's chocolate flavors. All made with 100% Canadian dairy. Stay cool with the $1 soft serve or $2 mini shakes. Only at Burger King.
Burger King selling $2 mini shakes?
So is this one. And this one?
$2 mini shakes. Oh man, I could go for a milkshake right now. TJ Young says energy drinks mess you up. See, I've heard that. I've looked into it. And it's been on the back of my mind for a while because it is something that I do drink. However, one thing that I do keep in mind myself also is that I don't drink coffee. I have had maybe 2 sips of coffee my entire life. I don't like the taste of it. I don't drink tea. I don't drink really any hot beverages at all. I don't drink anything that, yeah, I just don't drink anything that contains a crap ton of caffeine that is a hot beverage, right? So for me, my intake of caffeine comes through pop. I'm Canadian, so soda for you Americans, but pop. I enjoy root beer, to be quite honest, and my Monster Energies, you know, they're the things that keep me awake for these live streams. So yeah, it obviously is not great for me. I know that, right? I know it's not great for me, but I justify it, I guess you could say, because I don't drink coffee, right? If I drank coffee, then, you know, I don't think I would ever sit here and drink energy drinks on stream. I would just have a coffee, but I can't take the coffee taste. I just don't like it. It's not for me, you know, and I'm okay with that. Who doesn't like root beer? Becca doesn't like root beer. That's who. No, there's probably a ton of people. It's a acquired taste, if you will. Let me ask you guys, what's your pop or soda of choice? What is it?
This rivalry has really gone to a new level. We saw these two teams were fighting before the commercial break. The Iconics made this very personal, even targeting Nikki Cross and her role as one half of the women's tag team champions.
Oh, and there is nothing pretty about this fight right now. It is about as ugly as it gets.
1 sec.
Cross bouncing Billie Kay off of almost every turnbuckle in the ring at this point. Remember what the Iconics.
Oh my God! No way that just happened. 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 I hate Twitter. I hate Twitter with a freaking dying passion, man.
I mean, Nikki Cross, obviously a big wild card, a bit of a recluse, but man, that intensity really transitions.
I hate Twitter with a dying passion, man. Oh my God, I really need to be screening those in the future. Ah, man. God damn.
You know, what's that off to talk about? Billie Kay has probably one of the longest leg spans in WWE.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, one sec. Sorry, everybody. That's not good. I gotta see how much was seen there. One sec, everybody. It was anything actually shown? I don't think anything was actually shown, which is good. Like, it popped up, but... Sorry, everybody, about that. I apologize that I opened that in the in my Twitter feed. Some people can be very, very arrogant. Okay, anyways, right now, folks, let's get talking about it. We've got ourselves Nikki Cross versus Billie Kay. Nikki Cross versus Billie Kay.
Nikki Cross said last week, every step that Alexa has taken towards the women's tag team title, I took the same steps as well. Yeah, but I mean,
okay, good. All right. I can deal with that, I guess. I don't know why. You know what? You would think I would have learned from previous mistakes that I really shouldn't open unviewed videos on my computer screen, shouldn't I? I think the split screen of your Twitter section somewhat covered it, most of it. Yeah, I believe so. I believe you're right, man. I just, I looked back on the replays there, and it was pretty freaking close. I think I'm okay. But yeah, I really got to start screening Twitter videos before I open them on the screen. I've usually been pretty good about that, but that one kind of caught me. Oh, I see Steve obviously saw it. Well, great. Great to see it. Oh, backbreaker delivered right there to Nikki Cross. Hey, iconic! To the cover, count of 2, kick out by Nikki Cross. Have I ever been Rick rolled? I absolutely have. Man, okay, can I just say this? With the right seasoning, and I don't mean like, you know, salt and pepper. I mean the right amount of coaching, the right amount of direction for Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Those two are amazing. And they could be massive stars for WWE if they develop them right. If they put them in the proper storylines and they allow Billie Kay and Peyton Royce to be themselves, because they are so funny as a heel duo. Here comes Nikki, and into the corner. Follows it up with a little running bulldog delivered right there to Billie Kay. And the reason why I say Billie Kay and Peyton Royce could be massive stars for them is because it's not all about wrestling ability, right? It's about being able to make those connections with the crowd and being able to get a reaction from the crowd. One thing's for damn sure, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce can get a reaction from a crowd if they want to. Cross goes for the crossbody, but nobody's home. No way, is Billie Kay gonna win? Oh, what a slam! Is that her finishing move? Cover 2. Cross has been beaten. Really? Off that move? A less impressive Clash of the Titus?
That was exactly what I was talking about. You're sleeping on the Iconics. I'm not sleeping on anybody. I'll give credit where credit.
Right call for the winner. Finish was weird. It's the right call for the win. Finish was weird.
And the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley. The Iconics scored an important win tonight on Raw.
Don't know how I feel about that. That's our finish, is it? I'd like to see a new finish.
Well, I am curious. Does the looming threat of Bobby Lashley give you any cause for concern in your upcoming match tonight against MVP?
I think everybody should know by now that I don't back down from any challenge. No matter how dangerous. As a matter of fact, I love challenges. This is week number 9. Since I won the championship, I've faced and defeated 7 superstars, and if MVP wants to get back in there with me, take another Claymore, be lucky number 8, that's fine with me. In fact, it'd be even better if Lashley gets in there with me. Imagine that. Boom! Claymore for him too. This is fun. I'm going to go all the way with this one. If anyone from the locker room, anyone around the ring, anyone off the street wants to step up to Drew McIntyre, I will line each and every one of them up and give them all a one-way ticket to Claymore Country.
McIntyre faces MVP later on, but coming up next, Rey Mysterio will join us to provide a medical update after the horrific attack.
Oh, is Rey Mysterio next?
Causing a terrible injury to Rey's right eye. What does this mean for Rey's future in WWE?
Yeah, I think we're going to get the Rey Mysterio thing up next.
Mysterio will join us next.
Join us for a trip down memory lane as we relive some of the greatest moments of the 2015 and 2016 seasons.
I'm really enjoying Drew McIntyre. Really enjoying Drew McIntyre. Really enjoying Drew McIntyre. Apparently that's a bit of a tongue twister. His entire WWE Championship reign has been awesome. I've enjoyed every second of it. I love how he's being treated like a big deal. I love how natural he sounds on the microphone.
With armor all, a little bit of this.
Honestly, just really liking it.
A lot of that.
I'm okay there, Ghostface. I'm probably not going to click on that. Thanks, man, though. Rey should have a mask versus career match before he retires fully. Yeah, you know, yeah. It could be a thing that would then allow the heel to walk around with the mask in his hand, basically like Seth Rollins was doing. Yeah, I guess. It wouldn't be the worst idea. But also, I don't know what they plan on doing. I don't know what their direction is after Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre, because obviously Bobby Lashley is not winning the WWE Championship, right? He's not going to beat Drew McIntyre for it. So I wonder where they plan on going from there.
Come early at Burger King. Get a soft serve for just $1 or a mini shake for just $2. Choose from vanilla, strawberry, or Hershey's chocolate flavors. All made with 100% Canadian dairy.
What have you missed, Nick Prena? Honestly, dude, not a whole heck of a lot. There was the United States Open Challenge between Apollo. He basically asked Kevin Owens to come down to the ring and fight him for that. That match happened, but then it ended with a disqualification, double disqualification, as Angel Garza and Andrade ran down. They interfered, led to a tag team match. The match was fine. The match was fine. Alistair Black.
Stream the miniseries United by Sport on Sportsnet now.
Hey, Canada, what's happening? It's me, your main man, Scott Stanford, here with your WWE News Slam.
Sorry, one sec.
No like
I'm all over my Twitter notifications right now, making sure that,
WWE Network. Get ready to see all new episodes of your favorite series.
I'm just kind of all over the place, folks. I apologize.
WWE 24. Steve Austin's The Broken Skull Sessions. WWE Untold. Ruthless Aggression. This week in WWE and WWE Break It Down. Plus every episode of every premiere.
Hey Waleed, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the live stream, man. Welcome. Yeah, once again, everybody, apologies that I'm not myself tonight. You know, I think that I already addressed the reason why. And I hope you guys are always doing well. Nah, not traumatized after the vid. There's just also a lot more stuff that is going on in my mind. I flipped onto Twitter and I just saw some more stuff, and it's just kind of like, goddamn, you know. Yes, I did see Dominik Dijakovic is rumored to be moving to Raw. A lot of people expected him to be the challenger for the United States Open Challenge. I heard that he was in the Performance Center crowd tonight. Whether he gets some sort of hype package or something along the lines of that, you know, we'll see. But I think Dominik Dijakovic is going to be coming in the following weeks. Very interesting that they're bringing back Raw Talk. Also, I'm not sure if you guys heard, there is now a free version of the WWE Network. So if that interests you, make sure you go over to WWE.com and join the WWE Network. It is now available for free. You get access to a ton of stuff, and you don't need a credit card. So, yeah, Raw Talk is going to be available there on the WWE Network for free if you guys are interested in that. And I know free is always good, right? You get access to a ton of previous content, a ton of previous episodes of Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
And when could we expect to see you back in a ring on Monday nights?
Here's Rey Mysterio.
Although my eye is still recovering, I'm sorry, man, but I don't have that answer. We still don't even have a timetable on when or if I can return. And right now, honestly, it all depends on how fast I can recover. No, but there's something that really worries me. If an infection were to set in, that could be the end of my career.
Now, Ray, I've known and I've competed against you for several years now. And excuse me for being blunt, but Seth Rollins threw a retirement ceremony earlier tonight for you. Are you here on Raw to retire tonight?
Joe, I really don't know, man. I mean, I don't even know if it's up to me anymore. You know how difficult eye injuries can be. I mean, I could be cleared to compete in a few weeks, or I could never be cleared to compete in the WWE again. It's definitely an answer that we just don't know yet. But it has been a question that I've been thinking about for some time now.
And Ray, this gets back to my point. Considering the severity of the eye injury, I mean, is there anything at all that you would like to address about the retirement ceremony earlier tonight?
As a matter of fact, I do, Joe. You know, for a Messiah, Seth clearly carries a lot of negativity with him. And carrying so much negativity can be a true burden for any man. And for Seth to be saying that I was chosen as some sort of sacrifice, come on, Joe. I wasn't chosen by some higher power. Seth made a clear decision to try and blind me and ruin
my dad is trying to say...
It's Dominic! He's getting involved in the story. Conman calls it.
Messiah? He's barely even a human being.
Conman calls it.
Appa,
remember what I said. Dominic's going to turn and join. He's going to join in Seth Rollins' Monday Night Messiah thing.
No, how can I chill? He tried to end your career. I know. And now he's out there lying about how he was forced to do it to you. That's a bunch of BS, and we both know that.
You're right. Pero tranquilo, mijo. A su debido tiempo. Tom, Joe, I want to take this time to thank everyone for reaching out and for their concerns. That truly means the world to me and to my family. You know, and I know you guys are looking for an official statement on Seth's retirement ceremony. So here it is. Seth Rollins, damn you for everything you put my family through. My wife Angie, my son Dominic, and my daughter Aaliyah all helplessly watched as you shoved my eye into the steps. They watched blood run down my face. And they saw the man that protects and provides for them suffer. And you go around saying that I cried like a baby when the cold metal met my flesh. Seth, I truly am a man of forgiveness. I really am. But Seth, I will never forgive you for what you've done to me and what you put my family through. Damn you, Seth Rollins. Tranquilo, mi amor. Come on, vámonos. Let's go.
Oh, Dom.
Seth Rollins, you're a man of scripture. An eye for an eye.
Oh. Oh. Yes, Conman calls it again. I told you this was the way we were getting Dominic introduced to the WWE family. I told each and every one of you. Yeah, last week I called it right here on Monday Night Raw that this was going to be the way. Or was it even 2 weeks ago? It might have been 2 weeks ago. Regardless, it was definitely last week that I mentioned it, that this is the way that they are going to bring Dominic into the storyline. What I think is going to happen is I think it is going to be Dominic fighting alongside of Rey Mysterio, fighting for his old man, fighting for his father's pride, and then he is going to turn on Rey Mysterio and join Seth Rollins as part of his Monday Night Messiah group as being one of his disciples. That's what I think is going to happen. We will see. I meant it as a joke, though, LOL. You happen to be right. Did I mean it as a joke, though? Because I reiterated it again in this stream earlier, saying it might be fun. Maybe I thought of it as a little bit of a joke at the time, but I'll be 100% honest with you. I think it's a great storyline. Here's Nia Jax.
I have been repeatedly attacked by Asuka and Kairi. A classic 2-on-1 advantage. Don't believe the hype. They aren't what they say they are. The besties and the bright colors and Japanese. It's all smoke and mirrors. Just like Asuka's championship. She didn't earn the Raw Women's title. She was gifted the Raw Women's title because of hormones. Becky got all pregnant, and then she felt so guilty because she couldn't wrestle anymore. She just gifted it to Asuka. Oh, Asuka here. I mean, I love you. Hugs, kisses. And somehow I'm the villain in this entire picture. I'm the victim. And at Backlash, I'm going to expose Asuka for the backstabbing, undermining charlatan that she really is.
Well, Naya Jax has her match at Backlash 1 week from Sunday.
Oh, no way. They cut the match entirely? Oh, no. Okay, it's going to be up next. Okay, good. I thought they were just leaving her with that promo. So, yeah. All right. So, Kairi versus Naya coming up next. We're going to get Rob Gronkowski on Monday Night Raw here tonight as well. Yeah, I didn't know how I felt about that one there, Ghostface, either. That kind of was, meh. Not a fan of that one. Alright, though, everybody, welcome to the live stream. If you're just tuning in, well, then you're a little late, but welcome to the show. It's great to have you. Please make sure you smack that like button if you haven't done so. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you guys wish to support this channel, you can always drop a little donation. It doesn't matter how much or how little, any little bit is appreciated to keep this channel rolling. Thank you so much once again, everybody, for all of your support. I do appreciate it. When did I start making WWE live reaction videos? I started 2016, the WWE draft. Yeah, I started making, I think it was Extreme Rules or Money in the Bank or something like that in 2016 when I recorded my reactions and I just uploaded them to YouTube. I didn't live stream at that point. And then I believe I ended up going live for the WWE draft in 2016. And while I was live for that, I pulled in, I believe, over 100,000 viewers during that entire live stream. So that to me was kind of like, okay, we really got to start focusing on live streaming. And that's when I started building what this platform looks like, how the overlay looks. If I can take you down a little bit of a memory lane, I don't know if all these are still going to work. It actually might mess some things up, but let me flip over. What you're about to see, is actually one of the original live streaming formats that we had right here. You know, this is what it looked like for a decent amount of time. And then we evolved it to being something like this. It's not actually really good right there. Let's try evolving it again, maybe. Yeah, then we evolved it to look something like this, right? We evolved it to look something similar to this, and then we evolved it even further to make it look like the present day. Oh, sorry, then it evolved to this, and then we put her to this one. Boom, there we go. And that's where we're at. So yeah, everybody, that's kind of the evolution of the Conman channel. It's some throwbacks for sure right there, and some of you guys would definitely be getting a huge flashback, right? Huge flashback. Kind of neat, right? Seeing how the channel evolved, seeing from us having our video over there to moving it to this big screen. You know, we've slowly progressed the channel throughout the years. So yeah, that was back to from 2016 till now. All of my main overlays were on there. If I can bring up maybe one more. Let's go Conman167 2017? No, 2016. 2016 TLC, right? TLC? 2016 TLC. Yeah, there it is. That's predictions. And boom, there it is. Holy crap, guys. You ready for an even bigger throwback? You ready for an even bigger one? Look at this crap, man. Just one second. There we go. All right, let me pop this up. Look at this. This was the old overlay that we had on the channel as well. Look at that. That is TLC 2016 right there. That is a long time ago. That is one of the first ones that I ever kind of did. Oh, we're going to get an ad as well. Well, we might as well turn that off.
So this is 24/7, 7-Eleven, I-95,
right?
W9, whole 9 yards championship stays with me.
Yeah, like just take a look at this. Look at that. How crazy is that? Let's just take a quick look though, everybody. In that live chat right there, we've got Infi, we got Daniel Hassan Lowry, we got TF Slingy, Just Toxic Bro. I'm trying to see if I see any names that are familiar. Don't see a ton. But let's go here. Let's go right back to Monday Night Raw. Here is Rob Gronkowski.
Now you're videoing me doing the most viral TikTok dance ever. Thank you, dog.
I'm the champ, baby. All right, you ready? I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
Wait a second. Who is this guy?
He's just flipping mulch. Don't worry about him.
Okay.
Oh, it's a referee.
Wait a second. Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Oh, the roll up. 1, 2, 3. No way. R-Truth's the new 24/7 champion.
Mr. Rob Gronkowski. Ah!
Seriously? You gotta be serious, man. You got a new career started. Come on, let's go. You're with the Bucks now. Come on, let's do this.
And how about that, Tom? I mean, is there any more consistent 24/7 threat than R-Truth? You're absolutely right.
R-Truth, the new champion. But it's now time for Kairi Sane. I think Kairi Sane is awesome. I think she's incredible. People saying new theme for Kairi Sane? No, that's just the theme song of the Kabuki Warriors. But now I want to ask you guys over on twitter.com/Conman167, who do you guys think is going to win this match? So who will win?
She brings up some good points. I mean, she's been kind of victimized in this whole situation. It's been a 2-on-1 endeavor for most of this.
I can see why she feels that way. Hold on a second. Asuka looks on, cheering on Kairi Sane, giving Kairi Sane.
All right, so once again, everybody, in this matchup, Kairi Sane does get injured at one point. So we'll see. I'm going to be keeping my eyes open for this matchup. I want to see exactly where she got injured. How you doing there, Antonio Coleman? Welcome to the stream, buddy. It's great to have you. Okay, here we go, though, everybody. Kairi Sane right out of the gate just running with a drop kick, but are the Kabuki Warriors face or heel? Like, to be quite honest, Asuka seems like she's turned over to become a face again, and Kairi has been kind of turned over to become a face. I should do a throwback design for one show. Maybe we might do something along those lines. Their face cons, aggressive faces. Okay. All right. It's when she hits the stairs. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping my eyes open for that one right there. Kairi Sane on the back of Nia Jax, though. Just hanging on tight. Trying to lock in a sleeper hold. And Nia Jax is actually struggling here. Is Nia Jax about to be knocked off her feet? Oh, no way. Nia Jax taken down at the hands of Kairi Sane. But, oh, Kairi releases the hold, and now some right hands there to the face of Nia Jax. Axe kick to the side of her head. Another axe kick to the shoulder this time. Kairi Sane, 3 axe kicks. Man, that has to hurt. Look at the size difference. Nia Jax on her knees is almost as tall as Kairi. That's insane, man.
Can you imagine what this would do to the momentum of Nia Jax if Kairi Sane could pull this off?
Oh, a headbutt from Jax, though. No way. By the way, I just want to give a shout out to Chris for following me over on Twitter. Welcome to my Twitter, Chris. I appreciate the follow. Nia Jax. Oh, what a reversal from Kairi. To the cover, count of 1, 2, kick out. Have you ever considered bringing back the Conman show with you and Botch Guy doing your predictions? Right, that one. I forgot about that one. No, I don't believe I'm gonna do that. The reasoning being is that I noticed during our shows we needed more stuff to talk about, and I found that we were splitting it up way too much. Hey Jacob Toon, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream, man. Uh-oh. Nia moving out of the way. They're going over towards the steel steps, folks. This might not be good. I'm a little worried. I think we're about to see a steel chair or steel step segment. I'm just going to talk like this for the next moment. We're going to wait and see if there is a steps segment in just a second. It looks like we're about to see something here. Nia Jax. Oh, no, this isn't good. This isn't good. This isn't good. This isn't good. Ah! Okay. See, guys? That's the injured spot right there. And, I mean, we're going to show it to you in just a second here. The blood's going to be coming out of the face of Kairi at some point, I believe. Right? Yeah, Kairi Sane just really... Oh, yeah. Is there... No cut. I don't see any cut there. Into the cover. 2. It is over. Wow, just like that. Well, then, yeah, that's proof right there. Kairi Sane was a little injured. Straight to the finish. Yeah, that's not good. Straight to the finish. Get Kairi Sane out of there. They cleaned her cut up, but she does not look good, folks. And yeah, Asuka running down to the ring. So that's what everybody in the wrestling community kind of was up in arms over. Again, that's kind of why I say, hey, let's watch what happens before we actually are quick to judge. It looked like, yeah, she got thrown in there pretty hard. It also seems that Kairi Sane might have dove really hard as well. It looks like it was a mutual fault, to be quite honest. It really does look like it was on both of them. Yeah, That's not one of those botches that I am going to sit here and say that it was avoidable. I don't even know if it was avoidable.
Many are anticipating it to be the greatest wrestling match ever. Edge versus Randy.
Yeah, that's not a situation where I'm going to put blame on just one individual. I think they both probably could have approached that spot a little safer. But what do you guys think? Was that Naya's fault, or was it just an accident?
You want to doubt my wrestling ability? I have hung hold for hold, toe to toe with The Undertaker, with Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. He was a 5-tool workhorse for this company.
Not gonna jump on the anti-Jax movement. But let's be real, she does need to improve her in-ring work, absolutely. The story going around is Sane leaned into it, which resulted in the injury. Naya needs to be more careful. Yeah. Naya does need to be more careful, right? She absolutely does, and I'm definitely not defending her. I've called her out before. I've said that this needs to stop. I believe I had a huge rant back in the day with Bob on the Con and Bob podcast, right? All about Nia Jax. But here's the thing, everybody. We got to remember to take it on a case-by-case basis. And that case right there, I don't believe was Nia Jax's fault. I think it was just a freak accident, to be quite honest. It seems like both of them probably could have approached it being a little safer. But, you know, if you're watching that without actually knowing, I'm not sure we would have known that was an injury. Think about it. I'm not entirely sure that we would have noticed that being an injury. Obviously, the quick cut of the camera makes things very easy to digest because who knows how long that could have been. It could have been 10, 15 minutes of doctors checking on her, cleaning her up, and then say, okay, finish the match, right? For like 3 seconds, go in there, hit the finish, and get out of there. Naya, I feel, is trying to make her moves look good. And, well, they do, but even worse for the opponent. I think I get what you're trying to say there. She's trying to make herself look intimidating. She's trying to make her matches feel like they're really aggressive, right? But you can't do so at the expense of the person you're working the match with, right? If you are putting them in a dangerous position, you got to make sure that you are you're thinking things through, that you're operating in their best interests as well, right? Not just going into business for yourselves, because we've seen that in wrestling before. We know when wrestlers go into business for themselves. It's very obvious when it happens, right? Hey, baby girl Dallas, how you doing? Says, hey, Conman, missed you on Friday. Was so lost without your content. I feel bad that I did miss Friday's stream, but you know what? I had a really, really good day on Friday. And I missed you guys too. To be quite honest, I was sitting here and I was like, it's been Wednesday since I was live with you guys last. Like, that never happens anymore. The last that I could say that happened was when SmackDown was still on Tuesdays, and we would go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then sometimes, you know, not very often, but sometimes I would be off all the way until the following Monday. Crazy. Missed you too, baby girl Dallas. And I totally didn't include your text, my bad. But yeah, once again, saying, hey, Conman, missed you on Friday. Was so lost without your content. Well, I am back here tonight. Jayla saying, what if they segued Naya into an enforcer role for another superstar, which would limit her in-ring capacity, allowing time to improve while still getting TV time?
And right now, so is this one, and this one, and even this one. Because while our green
you know what? Don't like that. I don't like that. And I know that sounds like it's pretty close-minded to say, but I usually find that enforcer gimmicks don't have a lot of shelf life. And they've been done to death, in my opinion. You know, there's very few enforcer gimmicks anymore that feel legitimate.
Why does Lay's have so many
I don't really like it. Now, that's not to say that it couldn't be well done, but I don't like it on the surface, and I know that's just me necessarily, like, it's just me kind of saying, yeah, I don't like it, but I'm not a big fan of the idea.
When
Steve Taylor says she's got too much star power to be someone's enforcers. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a fair statement. She does have a lot. She does have a lot of star power, and it's tough to see her faded into a background role, right? Thanks for the $5 dono right there. Lisa Menabon, how you doing? From Blackpink says, Naya should take more time off to get better in the ring. Yeah, I mean... Oh, it's so tough to say. It's so tough to say because Nia Jax, there's moments when she is wrestling and I'm like, my God, this girl is working every single one of us to perfection. Then there's the other side of things that, okay, well, she is working us to perfection because she plays off of her actual real mistakes. Meaning that we are actually hating her for her real mistakes, but then she spins it into a storyline, meaning that we are disliking her for the storyline. But the real reason for our dislike towards her is because of her unsafe ability in the ring, I guess.
For the past few months, I've woken up, went at home, sat on the couch, poured a cup of coffee, and watched the WWE Network. And I've caught up on The Undertaker's Last Ride documentary, Chronicle, Arrival, 360, 24. Hell, I even caught up on the ride-along. The one thing that every WWE superstar seems to have in common is that they think Ric Flair, the Ric Flair, is the greatest to ever do it. I agree. But then last week on Monday Night Raw, I tuned in, of course, and I saw Ric Flair. I saw the wheeling, dealing, kiss-stealing, jet-flying, limousine-riding son of a gun. And you know what he said? He said that in his opinion, Randy Orton is the best to ever lace up a pair of boots. And you know what, Edge? You've said the same. But you know what else you've said? 2 weeks ago on Raw, you said right to my face that I didn't have a passion for this business. That I was handed everything. That I was content. That I just did it for the paycheck. That I was complacent. That I was comfortable. And you know what? You're right. You're right. What can I say? You're right. And you can't stand that for 20 years I have phoned it in and I have half-assed it and I have still accomplished more than you or anyone else in that locker room has accomplished. You scratched and you clawed to make your way here. You scratched and you clawed and you had to pretend to be the heroes from your childhood to get here. All I had to do was be Randy Orton. All I had to do was wake up, lace my boots, and get in that ring to prove that I am the best. And at Backlash, I'm going to do the same. At Backlash, what very well could be the greatest wrestling match ever, I am going to prove that I am better than you at Backlash. Edge. I set the bait. You bit. And now your storybook ending is going to be rewritten by the three most destructive letters in sports entertainment. R.
K. O.
I think at the end of the day, Randy Orton is going to do whatever Randy Orton has to do to defeat Edge.
CUCSYT asking me NWA tomorrow or not. No. No, I again, like, I legitimately don't know. I don't know how I can manage the Conman universe and getting other wrestling streams out to you guys. I just don't. The Conman universe literally takes so much time, and you start throwing in other streams that I don't have the time for, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really want to bring Tuesday content here, but at the same time, the way that my current schedule sits, I don't have the time for it, even though I really want to. Like, that's my biggest issue that I have right here. I am so incredibly happy with how the Conman universe is being built. And I'm so incredibly happy with the style of the shows. I'm so incredibly happy with how it's been received. And the watch time has been up, subscribers have been up from the Conman universe. All of that has been good because I am putting so much effort into it. What the downside of that is that means there is less time in order to put into other parts of this channel, right? Sadverk says, maybe go back to live streaming the Conman universe if it's time consuming. Here's the thing though, that wasn't good for my mental health. Was not good. For about a year there, ladies and gentlemen, the Conman universe was a very stressful thing to try to produce. It didn't necessarily become a hassle, but it wasn't good because I didn't have the ability to pre-record. I didn't have the ability to get ahead of myself. I didn't have the ability to say, okay, no, I can do that during the day. I can do that errand. I can go get groceries. You know what I mean? Things like that, I didn't have a lot of the ability to do because of the live atmosphere, because of the live way that the Conman universe was. Now, granted, me stopping live streaming the Conman universe has resulted in more work for me. It absolutely has. But the show quality has been so much better, in my honest opinion. I think the rewatchability is there. The only downfall, once again, is that I don't get that necessarily live interaction with you guys as much. And I would like to be able to introduce those fun live streams that I previously mentioned. And I would like to be able to reintroduce some Tuesday streams. I really would. I have to figure this out. That's the thing at the end of the day, right? I have to figure out how I manage my time and how I can make it sustainable moving forward. Because you guys know, and the longtime viewers of this channel know how much I want to introduce more and more content to you guys, right? You know, you've seen it firsthand. You've seen it from the Lunch Down, to Hold the Rope, to the Con and Bob podcast, to Fire Pro Wrestling. You've seen so many different developments, post shows, all of that. It's all content I wish I could continue to produce, and it's all content I wish that I could have for you guys. But it's not. It's just not possible. And you know, you can say time management needs to be better, and I think it absolutely does. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's so difficult because I need a video editor. At this point in the channel's creation, at this point in the channel, how it works, I need a video editor, right? And there's just, I can't afford a video editor. You know, I'm here on a month-to-month basis myself as is, so I'm not able to afford a video editor, which means I have to have more time going into the show, which is great until it's not. You know, until you're working those 15-hour days editing the show, commentating over it. I'm not trying to complain because I love my job, right? I love my job. Love it, 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 love it. Wish I had more time to do more with it. And I think that will come. I think it's in part due to the current pandemic, you know, with everybody being at home. It's just so difficult to, because you don't necessarily see all the hours that go into planning everything, right? These streams don't take a ton of time to prepare for, but I'm still in here an hour before the stream, and I'm usually in here an hour after the stream. Either that's uploading video clips, checking through stats, running through comments, what have you. You know, I'm usually in here about an hour before and an hour after my stream, so that's 5 hours right here. And then you throw in an additional 2.5 hours of just commentating over the Conman universe this morning, plus rendering it out, plus editing it. You know, all of a sudden you're looking at a 9-hour day, and that's fine. And that's great, you know? But I didn't even produce the Conman universe today. I just commentated over it, right? Sometimes they're 15-hour days. So it's a tough decision to try to make, and I'm gonna figure it out. I promise you, and I will keep you guys in the loop, okay?
Sunday at NXT TakeOver in your house, I will defend my championship in a triple threat match against Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley. Now, these two women,
Kevin, dude, keep working hard, man. Work your ass off, bud.
You aspiring
keep it up, man.
WWE superstars should want to be like. And no, I mean, you share the gym, you share the locker room, you share this performance center. I mean, I am rooting for every single one of you. I want one of you to be the next Rhea Ripley. I want one of you to be the next Io Shirai. I want one of you to stand up to the throne so I can make you bow down.
Wow.
So speaking of bowing down, I know a woman who has a history of bowing down. And that's our Raw Women's Champion, Asuka. So did you know that Asuka was the first ever Women's Royal Rumble winner? Did you know that Asuka has the longest undefeated streak in the history of the WWE? Did you know that Asuka is a Grand Slam champion, which means she's been the Raw Women's Champion, the SmackDown, the NXT, and the Tag Team title champion? It seems like the Empress wants to be like the Queen.
Oh.
I think Asuka might have a different view there, Queen.
Here comes Asuka. She is the Raw Women's Champion. It's Asuka, baby. I love the way that Charlotte Flair phrased all of that. They're both wearing their robes from Mania 34? That's pretty cool. At Backlash, it's going to be Nia Jax versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship, though. Interesting. She's just like Ric Flair on the mic, Charlotte is. Not quite like Ric Flair. Not quite like Ric Flair, but still, you know, still solid. Still very, very solid. She's not Ric Flair levels on the microphone. Ric Flair is one of the greatest of all time to ever speak on the mic. But here we go, everybody. I need to ask you, who do you think is going to win this matchup? You've got yourself either Charlotte Flair or Asuka.
Charlotte Flair. Listen, she's a 12-time champion now. She wants to be a 13-time champion. If she were a 13-time champion, she'd want to be a 14-time champion. Frankly, there's not a lot wrong with that. Why wouldn't you want to be ambitious?
There we go, guys. Head on over to twitter.com/Conman167. Jacob Toon saying they're going to put the title on Naya. I have a bad feeling. Ooh, no. Interesting. I don't know if they're going to put the title on Nia Jax. I feel like Nia Jax is the first kind of big person Asuka is going to defeat, right? She's good, but nowhere close to her dad. Rick is top 2 or 3 of all time on the mic, probably. Still like her a lot, and she's great. Yeah, I agree with you right there, Brandon Harbin. I agree with you. You know, she's great on the microphone, but she's not Ric Flair. Ric Flair's one of the best of all time. The way that man could talk you into wanting to see somebody beat him up is insane. He was so good. Is this the main event? 20 minutes left and this match just started. Must not be the main event. There must be something else going on, but maybe they allow Charlotte Flair and Asuka to go for the entire main event. I mean, it's a WrestleMania rematch, right? It's NXT Women's Champion versus the Raw Women's Champion. It's kind of a big deal, right? Kari tweeted a photo of her cut. It's pretty bad. Let's go take a look at Kari Sane's Twitter. Oh, hang on. No way. All right, here we go, guys. Let me pull this up. So here we go. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, guys, can you see that right there? Look at that gash. Right, that's Kairi Sane's head right down there. Look at the size of that gash. Yo. That's a nasty one. That's like a really nasty one. Damn, Kairi. Damn, that's actually a really... It's a big gash.
With 2 big crunch sandwiches, 2 pieces of original recipe chicken, 2 popcorn chicken and fries. Crush that chicken gravy.
Drew versus MVP is the main event. Oh, that's right. That's right. That match is still to come tonight. Yeah, Drew McIntyre versus MVP. Main event. You're right. You're right. That's the main event. This one is probably going to be over in the next 10 minutes, at least. Yes, apparently they banned the Buckle Bomb. Yeah, Kevin Langhoff, that did happen. Is it the worst idea? Right? Is it the worst idea? What do you guys think? Thumbs up or thumbs down for banning the Buckle Bomb? Oh, Charlotte Flair just got rolled up by Asuka. Count of 1 kick out there by the Queen. And she goes for a chop block to the back of the leg of Asuka as well. Now Asuka tries rolling out of the way. Charlotte Flair, though, continues her onslaught of the left leg. People giving it a thumbs up for banning the Buckle Bomb.
I can understand her concern for Kairi, but she needs to worry about Charlotte Flair, who's in that ring beating the tar out of her.
Oh, back elbow. Forearm to the face of Asuka as well. Alright, so most people seem to be in agreement that it's probably not the worst idea. I wonder if something else kind of happened, you know? I wonder if that Buckle Bomb was maybe being attempted somewhere and something almost went wrong again, that Vince McMahon said, you know what? God damn it, pal, this is some good shit right here. We're going to ban the Buckle Bomb. Right? That's probably what happened. Steve Taylor says, ended Sting's career, ended Finn's push as soon as he became Universal Champion. Not worth it. Yeah.
It's the great equalizer.
See the wounds of this battle across the face of Charlotte Flair.
Oh, big kick to the side of the head and down goes Flair.
Beautiful high kick by Asuka.
Crazy. We are currently sitting 8 likes away from 250 likes, everybody. So why don't you just smack that like button? We got 338 watching right now. We can easily hit 250. So everybody, if you're enjoying the show, please make sure you smack that like button. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you guys really enjoy the show, you can always drop a little donation. It doesn't matter how much or how little. Any little bit is appreciated to keep supporting this channel. Asuka with a hip attack right to the chest there of Charlotte Flair. Now she runs through, but she can't land that bulldog. Ducks underneath the forearm. Here she goes. German suplex delivered to Charlotte. Off the ropes. Another running knee. Actually, that's a Shining Wizard. Why don't you guys quote that right to Bob? Show him what a Shining Wizard really is, and a kick out there by Charlotte. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that whole Sting situation there, Brandon Harbin. What was it? Was it 2015 that's when that happened? Was that what it was? 2015 Sting versus Seth Rollins? I think it was. And that was just before I started streaming WWE, right? Oh, hang on. Charlotte Flair with a little... Oh, natural selection just got countered by Asuka into the armbar. It's locked in. Armbar is locked in on Charlotte Flair, trying to rotate out of that bar. Now she has her hands kind of gripped, but Asuka continues to try to stretch her, and here she goes. She transitions into a triangle hold, and it's locked in deep, but Charlotte Flair with the elbow right there. Another elbow to the face, 3 elbows to the face of Asuka, and now gonna transition her into maybe a power bomb. Oh no, transitions it right over into a Boston Crab. Boston Crab is locked in. Look at the torque on the lower back of Asuka. And is the women's champion of Monday Night Raw gonna tap, tap, tap to the women's champion of Wednesday nights from NXT, Charlotte Flair. Now rolling through into the cover. Count of 2, kick out by Charlotte. And a knee bar is locked in on Charlotte Flair as well. Ooh. Yep, after Seth had lost to Cena. That's what I thought. Yeah, Night of Champions, correct? Night of Champions, I think. Okay, Ludog, have a good night, buddy. Take a deep breath, man. Right, deep breath, and try to get some sleep here tonight, buddy. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see the thing beforehand, man. That's insane, dude. Pass my thoughts along, okay? If you get in contact with him and tell him thanks for doing what's right, okay? I hope he wasn't looting, but thanks for doing what's right. Off the ropes, Charlotte Flair. Ooh, nice armbar takedown again, and she's got it locked in right now. She's got it locked in deep. But trying to go into the triangle choke again. And Charlotte Flair continues to reverse it. Charlotte Flair trying to get Asuka down into a powerbomb. Uh-oh. Lifting her up. Lifting Charlotte up. Big powerbomb delivered to the cover. 2. Kick out by the Empress of Tomorrow. Hey, Chef Jad, welcome to have you back, my friend. It's great having you. Missed you, my friend. Great matchup here, folks. Great matchup. Do you guys ever wonder what Charlotte is always referencing when she just taps her chest saying, it's me, I'm the one, or I'm winning, or like, right? She does that a lot in her matches. Do you guys know what the significance is behind it? Oh! Asuka's music is hitting. Oh my god.
And it is Naya Jax, you think, mocking the Raw Women's Champion. What kind of absurdity is this? An effort at psychological warfare. Oh, these are the mind games I like.
Count out. Oh, and Naya just rolled over Asuka. I think it's over. Folks, I think it's all over. I think Charlotte Flair just won via countout. Or is that a disqualification? I don't know if it was a DQ or a countout because that would dictate who actually picks up the win, right? Because if it was a DQ, Asuka actually beats Charlotte. If it was a count out, Charlotte beats Asuka.
Please welcome my guest, Lana.
Yeah, that was a good match though, everybody. Here's Lana.
Lana, tonight your husband Bobby Lashley's associate MVP will be competing in a match against the WWE champion, Drew McIntyre. Now, some people may consider your relationship with MVP to be a bit contentious, so let's take a look at something that occurred earlier this evening.
You know what? I bit my tongue, but I have to say, you are nothing but a leech trying to use my husband, my Bobby, to just try to revive your washed-up career.
It's not even remotely true. But let's just say that it was. Wouldn't that make 2 of us?
Okay, Lana, so your husband Bobby has requested that you not come to ringside during his matches because he says your beauty is too distracting for him. So, I just gotta ask though, in light of all these recent events, you think that actually was Bobby's idea, or could it have maybe been MVP's idea? You know what? I'm not sure. No. Actually, no. I'm actually certain that it wasn't my Bobby. He would never do that. You know what? My Bobby requested I don't go out to the ring during his match. But he never said anything about MVP's match.
What does Lana have in mind? McIntyre versus MVP is next.
Well then.
WWE proudly introduces the free version of WWE Network. With
Well.
And more than 15,000 titles, including your favorite shows, historic pay-per-views, and the return of Raw Talk with host Charlie Caruso and Samoa Joe. Don't miss tonight's episode featuring the Monday Night Messiah Seth Rollins. Download the WWE app to watch the free version of WWE Network. No credit card required.
You know what I mean? This has been a weaker episode of Monday Night Raw, if I can be honest. I've enjoyed the tease of Dominic and Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio. I enjoyed the Alistair Black versus Seth Rollins match. I enjoyed Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. I enjoyed how Angel Garza was presented today. But other than that, you know, today's episode has been not as good as recent episodes, if I can be honest. Hasn't been as good. It's been a fine episode. Nothing really bad to it. But this is just also, it's not a home run of a show. You know, the matchup between Kevin Owens and Apollo Crews could have been better. It ended up with obviously the tag team match coming out of it. The bowling segment was kind of weird. Enjoyable enough, I guess, for the 5 minutes that it was on or whatever. But, you know, it was a little... It wasn't great. Again, it wasn't as good as the golfing one, or it wasn't as good as the axe throwing. It definitely wasn't as good as the basketball one, right? I think the basketball one has been the funniest so far. It's been an okay episode of Monday Night Raw, just to say that. What are my thoughts of Joe being permanently moved to commentary to take the King's spot? Says CCSYT. I think it's a good move. You know, that those comments that he made with his commentary not too long ago about Kairi Sane or Akira Tozawa. It was Akira Tozawa. They weren't right, you know, and I mean, it's the King. It's an outdated mind. You know, the King is a little older. You can't expect somebody who is who comes from the generation, who comes from that generation and was a heel during that generation, you know. And not to say the King isn't somebody who is with the times, but I'm not going to sit here and say he is definitely with the times, if you know what I mean. So it was the right call. It was the right call moving Jerry the King Lawler off of commentary and putting Samoa Joe right there for him. He is honestly similar to Taz in the sense that he knows what he's talking about on the microphone, and he has the quick wit. You know, he's got a sharp tongue on him. I think Samoa Joe's a great fit on commentary. Calling it now. Bell rings, Glasgow kiss, Claymore kick, 1, 2, 3, then Bobby Lashley attacks McIntyre. You might be right, with a little distraction from Lana, right? It's 10:52, so we've got 8 minutes remaining in the show. But now too old. I agree with you, Brandon Harbin. I agree, man. He said he didn't have the same chemistry with Tom and Byron that he did with Cole and JBL as his response after the ramen noodle thing. That's what he said, that he didn't have the same chemistry, and that's why he said a moderately racist thing. I mean, whatever he wants to blame it on, go right ahead, but the fact is those words still exited his mouth. He thought of it, and he said it. I'm sorry, Jerry. You gotta watch what you say sometimes. You gotta think things through. You can't just blurt out anything that you want to say.
This card came flying out of nowhere. What really happened last week?
Who do you think attacked Jeff last week if it wasn't him? I think it was Sheamus. You know, make a lot of sense if Sheamus set it up. It'd be cool if it was a bigger twist than that, but I feel like it was probably Sheamus, right?
Friday Night SmackDown. This Friday, 8/7 Central. Only on Fox.
Who do you guys think?
Oh, wait a minute. The WWE Champion Drew McIntyre about to...
Oh, it's Bobby Lashley.
Unofficial association with Bobby Lashley has become very clear. Lashley, the backlash opponent for Drew
All right.
McIntyre and his WWE Championship.
The hacker may reveal the footage. You're probably right. That's probably what's going to go down. There's probably going to be some sort of hidden video that gets revealed to all of us through the hacker. Probably. Lashley here. Oh yeah, this theme song. Talk, you're a rock star in the making. Tick, tock, I want you to remember me. Tick, tock, but they don't have the memory. I'm coming. No one can stop me. No one can hold me. No one can touch me. I'm coming. I hear do my thing. I hear bring the pain. And then the dag like Tropicana. All for the moment I let the dog loose. Yeah, I love that MVP theme song. I can't get it out of my head. Just like you go all the way back to whatever it was when I was watching SmackDown, and just seeing that clock pop up, that MVP tick-tock clock, like tick-tock. Oh my god, it was just so freaking good. I loved his entrance back in the day. But now, everybody, it's time for Conman to roll his R's, because Conman can roll his R's forever. How long are we going to be able to roll our R's right now? Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's Drew. Wow, I already messed up the R. Let me try that again. Oh. Oh, there we go, everybody. It's Drew McIntyre. But this is our main event. Sounded like a car engine. Vroom. All right, everybody. 6 minutes remain. Oh, here comes Lana. Dun, 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 dun. It's Lana. And you know what Lana spelt backwards is? I don't know why I pointed that out, but I needed to just point it out. All right. So MVP Montel Vontavious Porter.
Since MVP has kind of taken over helping out Bobby Lashley, he's been much more focused, and now he's on track to potentially winning his first championship.
Remember, everybody, make sure you smack that like button. Also, making sure you are subscribed, and make sure if you wish to get your comment highlighted in the last little bit, make sure you consider dropping a little dono to support the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here tonight. We are in the final 3 minutes of Monday Night Raw. We got ourselves a matchup between McIntyre and MVP. So, who will win? Hashtag WWE RAW. It will either be Drew McIntyre or it will be MVP. There we go, everybody. Here comes McIntyre with a Glasgow kiss. And he just headbutted him right out of the seat of his pants. All the way to the outside. Now Lashley about to get involved. Ooh, he gets stared down by McIntyre, and then McIntyre shoved face first into the steel pole, thanks to the distraction from Bobby. Right up against the glass.
Therein lies the game plan of MVP. That's the reason MVP wanted Bobby Lashley at ringside.
MVP now looking for that running boot in the corner. That's the haluva kick. Into the cover, count of one. Kick out right there. Paul Carpenter says, I remember when MVP used to be a legit threat. Yeah, back in the day when he was in his prime. Yeah, MVP was a legit threat. Great on the microphone, great character. Highest paid superstar in SmackDown history is what his gimmick was. I loved MVP's gimmick. I thought it was great. And his theme song just made me love him even more. What was it? Was it MVP? Oh, he was throwing like footballs through like tires or something like that. Who was he going up against? Like, who was MVP trying to impress or trying to go like a one-upmanship at the start of his WWE career? Who was that against, folks? It was Matt Hardy? Okay, Matt Hardy. Cool. Oh, and Lashley pulls MVP out of the ring. Oh my God, McIntyre just leaped over the top rope. A tope con hilo over the top rope from Drew McIntyre. That's not something you expect to see. A tope con hilo from McIntyre, and that might set it up now. Here we go. Ready? Ready. Count it down, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Claymore kick. It's over. 1, 2, 3. But here comes Lashley. Lashley from behind. Lashley's got the full Nelson locked in. He's got the full Nelson locked in on McIntyre. Full Nelson locked in. McIntyre's in a lot of trouble. Drew McIntyre seriously about to be forced to pass out here. McIntyre, it's held locked in it. He's really in the full Nelson. And McIntyre is caught in the full Nelson as we go off of a commercial and the show is done. The show is over. You know what I would love? I would love it if somehow if Monday Night Raw could start with literally Lashley still having the full Nelson locked in on Drew McIntyre, just going like this. The big bad Bobby Lashley. As they come back. And then the show just kind of starts. And then next thing you know, they split to the back. And then it's like, okay, yeah, he released the hold. Anyways, though, everybody, that is going to be it for us today. Thank you so very much for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed the show. Again, it was a little bit of a different feel to the show, but again, I want to make sure that this is known, that this point has been hit. This channel, once again, is for everybody. If you are respectful to everybody, that is the main thing. But keep this message in mind that, once again, all lives don't matter until Black lives matter. Once again, all lives don't matter until Black lives matter. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys soon.